And welcome everybody to a new episode of the Midweek Mix-Up podcast in our glorious brand new look. Thanks to, of course, Sean Labrie there with our new overlay. This is our permanent overlay now, a lovely animated one, nice and fancy. I hope everybody likes it. And of course, we will be getting into it with some awesome chats. Welcoming back Vin this week. Sonic Game of the Year, of course. He's got his thing there, and we needed.
I wonder why he's here.
I wonder why he's here. Got him in specifically for the Sega chat. So.
Thanks to the general, eh?
Yes, yeah. General was like, "Need you here."
I was just winding you up.
The Sonic signal went up.
If you want me gone, blame the general.
The Sonic signal went up, and of course he arrived.
Hell yeah.
But let's get into the introduction straight away there. First of all, we will say hello, I would say to our guest, but our extremely part-time panel member, Hertog Vin. How are you doing? Welcome back. How you been? And what you been playing?
Well, I'm good. I've been a bit of like you and Boxenberger the last days. This is my my third podcast this week.
Nice.
So, yeah, I Saturday I was a guest at Arctic Inn from my buddy Polar Vortex.
Yeah.
Sunday we had SITS with Fleety and Pinky, and I've been playing Sea of Thieves Sunday with Buddy, my wife, and his wife. So, Buddy's wife is gonna be Pirate Legend soon as well. And of course, yesterday Sonic Frontiers came out, so I played that. I played Sea of Thieves yesterday with the Gen. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I was winding Vin up the whole time, telling him how shit Sonic was.
Well, Sonic is Game of the Year, so fuck you all. Bam! Sonic is back, baby.
We'll see about it. If there's an Elden Ring like Sonic skin, then yeah, maybe that counts.
I didn't like Elden Ring, to be honest. And I've been playing, by the way, a lot of Spider-Man. And that game is amazing, awesome, really good.
Spider-Man's brilliant.
I didn't expect it. Also, normally I don't like superhero games. But this one is... I think that's mission 4 or 5 or something with the helicopter. The chase through the city. I loved it. So
that helicopter chase is pretty good.
Yeah. And I started some other games which I have to finish, but I lack time. I need more time to play Persona 5. Yeah, that released on Xbox. I started that.
Yeah.
And I played till 2. I say because I can't pronounce the is it
Requiem?
Or something? Yeah, Requiem or something. I love that as well.
Nice.
And that's about it, I think.
Nice.
Or you want the all the months together that I missed here?
All of them. What? How many games?
A lot then.
Yeah, Vinny. The chat's just seemed a little bit quiet, so I think just pull your microphone towards you a little bit more, and I think you should be all right.
I think that's I had the same issue on
the other show the other day.
Yeah, wait.
It might be in settings you need to go to and change your output. It could be picking up your microphone your microphone in the camera instead.
Yeah, it should be better now, but I had
Yeah, this.
It's a bit weird because Twitch has another volume than YouTube. So if I on Twitch it's too loud, and on YouTube it's
too quiet.
It's too quiet. Yeah, it's a bit weird. So it should be better. I put it to 200 now, so that's the max.
Sweet, nice one. Yeah, Vin. So I mean, obviously we've got you here for the Sonic chat at the minute. We know you've been playing a lot of other Sega games. We know you had the issue with your Dreamcast, and that's fixed itself now, or at least you've got it fixed now, so you can play that. Is there any other games that you're going to be playing other than Sonic then, Sega-wise, coming up soon, or?
Yeah, Persona 5. If I need my week off.
Yeah.
Because that's I think 150-hour game or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not for me then.
It's big.
That's for one walkthrough, Jen? And then you have to complete if you want all the achievements, you have to do more. I'm gonna
so this is why I'm not a completionist. I just ain't got time for that.
yeah, but and then in my backlog I still have Yakuza Like a Dragon. I still have that to play. And a lot more. I got Sakura Wars for the PlayStation now.
Nice.
I bought it, but it's still in seal because I have no time to play. Well, I bought it already, so it was on discount. I'm Dutch, you know. We buy everything on discount, so I, I, I bought it for when I got time. So I'm gonna play that. But my backlog is huge, and there are some great games coming up.
Yeah.
And I need to play them as well. Because I as much as I love Sonic. I know it's Game of the Year. We all know that. Even in general. But I'm also gonna pick up God of War Ragnarok. But I need to finish.
What you should do is trade in Sonic Frontiers and get Ragnarok instead.
Yeah, but Sonic has so much value. I can buy 20 copies of Ragnarok. That's that doesn't matter. Sonic is worth way more, man.
We're going to get your impressions. I was going to say, we're going to get your full impressions on that soon anyway, Vinny. We'll get to the other intros as well. Of course, the awesome host of the Sea of Tuesdays playcast.
Sorry, Vento. One day they make subtitles.
The awesome host of the Sea of Tuesdays podcast. Of course, playcast, sorry. I can keep remembering to say playcast, not podcast. It's a bit different, but we'll get used to it. Xbox Mick, how are you doing today, brother? How are you been?
I'm good, man. Thanks very much. Yeah, we missed you yesterday on the stream, but it was good for you to get out and have some fun without worrying about stuff. Good for you. So, how did it go, by the way? Did you have a good time?
Yeah. My mother loved it, so that's all that mattered.
I mean, yeah, that's all that matters, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, the stream went well, I think, yesterday. Intrepid Ghost, Luke Law was a fantastic guest.
Mina was a good captain.
No comment. No, you were good, Ben, and you were welcome to come along. It was good. Yeah, it's at the moment I haven't really. I'll tell you what I have been playing actually recently. I've been playing Watch Dogs 2.
Oh.
I went back to it because there was a reward for 75 points, and it was just like get 100 followers. I thought that's nothing in that game.
Yeah.
So I put it on, did it, and forgot that that game got a 4K 60 upgrade.
Oh yeah.
From Xbox. It's one of those ones that got an FPS boost. That's amazing, the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Massive difference.
Like, I didn't do much on it, and now I'm near the end. I've been playing it.
Bloody hell.
A couple of days. Yeah.
You just enjoyed it. It's just one of them things where you accidentally started enjoying it.
It's got its problems. It's not a perfect game,
yeah.
But it's, by any stretch of the imagination, and I've preferred Legion much more. But it's an open world game. I've not got much else to play at the moment, and yeah, I'm just waiting for. Well, Monkey Islands came out yesterday on the Xbox.
Oh, did it?
So I'm looking. Yeah.
They didn't even post. I was like, when's it coming?
Yeah, it got announced for being the 8th, but they've not any fanfare at all. It's it just came out.
Oh.
So yeah, that's out. I was so I started that up before, but I haven't had a chance to play it. But I have played it on the PC, so I'll be going back into that when I get a chance. Other than that, just Sea of Thieves really. It's been pretty much it. I'm missing not having a whole bunch of like AAA games pre-ordered ready to unlock over the next coming weeks.
Yeah, they're all like 2023.
Yeah. I was for this right now. I'd literally be counting the minutes for Starfield.
Yeah.
Right now, that would have what I would have been doing.
It would be releasing this Friday, right? If it
would
didn't
have been
get
this
delayed.
Friday, yeah. It would have been out on the 11th, and
that hurts so bad.
I'd have been, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
I'd have been counting the minutes, honestly. But
you're not thinking about going to Plague Tale or
Plague Tale? I've struggled with that. It plays better on the PC, I have to say. I've got it on because you can change some of the settings. I downed it to 1440p and it runs about 60
Yeah.
The odd
So,
60 frames.
are you
Much
changing your
better.
name to? Are you becoming PCMR Mick 29 now then?
I mean, I used to be a PC person anyway, and I was always
No.
the guy that used to fix them. So you know, I was
Really?
yeah. Years ago, I was the I still do occasionally for some of the people that I work for. You know, they obviously come to me and go, "Here you go, can you fix that for me?" You know,
Fix it.
so I do still do them, but I used to spend more time fixing them than playing on them. And you're very quick, even when you want to play on them. I spent more time fixing them, making them work, and I
Yeah.
just thought, you know what? I just got fed up of it and just thought console all the way, you know.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of issues with PC gaming. That's why I don't really play that many
is.
games on PC. There's only
It
the one I
is.
really play a lot, and that's Hunt Showdown.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think it's a lot easier now than it was. It used to be terrible. Even just having the wrong type of the wrong manufacturer's memory in your system would cause the thing to blue screen every other.
Even some of the
5
PC
minutes.
ports are really poor optimized.
Yeah.
Mick, you need a mic boost.
Do
Your
I?
mic as well. Your mic. Marion says your mic as well.
Do you think is Marion deaf or?
Is it just Marion? Yeah. Can we have a second opinion from somebody else in the chat, please? Is it Marion or is it Mike?
That's playing with Stellywanker, so I don't know if anybody else can confirm.
Oh
But
dear
yeah.
me.
I can turn that up though. For you
I'm
if
looking
you
forward to
want.
playing Monkey Island as well. Then I'll probably play that a little bit tomorrow night instead of because I'm not playing God of War until Friday, and then I'm streaming it.
Fanto says it's okay.
Yeah, so Phantom says it's right. I've turned it up a little bit on the thing on this side, but
Nice.
so yeah, that's it.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'll play a little bit of Monkey Island tomorrow night after the World of Gaming, and then before I jump into God of War on the weekend. I'm looking forward to playing Monkey Island. I've been waiting for that, but again, it was so quiet. I knew it was coming to Game Pass, but they didn't really. They just went.
Yeah.
That was it. So I was like, when is it
To be
coming?
fair, it was only a week ago where they said it's coming. We were like, is it?
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Still
good.
Scalebound.
Still no skill. No, I don't think you'll ever see Scalebound.
Okay, first time out of the night. We've let you off with the Sonic talk because it's relevant.
We'll put the old school timeouts for the Vin in the chat. Everyone with your timeouts that can time out.
There he is.
There you go. You got
There we
your
go.
first Scalebound of the evening.
Vin, is it true if you say Scalebound 3 times in a darkly lit room in front of a mirror, you show up behind them?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Try it now. Try it.
I'll try it tomorrow. Before I stream more God of War Ragnarok.
Oh dear me.
Oh, all your viewers will be at me watching Sonic Frontiers.
On your 7 alt accounts.
Dear me.
Oh, you're getting a whole lot of timeouts in the chat.
Oh dear me. But last and not least, of course, the General Kratos. How are you doing, sir? What you've been up to? I know you have been, and we've obviously got you here to talk about God of War Ragnarok, because of course you have been playing it and streaming it both yesterday and well, actually technically both today.
Yep. I stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning, well, technically 6 o'clock in the morning, because by the time I decided to end the stream, the heavens opened and I couldn't make it from the house to the studio, and it was raining heavily, so I was stuck in the studio for an extra hour waiting for it to stop raining.
So where's your studio then?
Up in the garden from the house. It's like a brick shed. It used to be a music studio that Dad had
Like
when
a
he was in a
cafe?
band. Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
It was originally a recording studio. My dad had a band, and the band split up. It was just turned into a shed for storage, and then
Convenient.
over a year ago, I turned it back into a studio. So
Okay, that's cool.
That's useful.
Okay, you need to send pictures. I want to see that.
I think I've got the video unlisted of the whole process. I'll have to send it to you.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I played about 5 hours, well, just a little bit under 5 hours of God of War last night. Played 2 hours today, well, not last night, this morning.
Yeah.
And obviously Sea of Thieves yesterday. Played that for a few hours with Mick and the crew, and and Luke. That was a hell of a good time.
Certainly was.
And a bit of Call of Duty in the week, but like I said, I'm not going to play as much Call of Duty anymore on my own because that game makes me rage
Yeah.
uncontrollably. So yeah, next time I play COD will be when all the lads are on and we're gaming together because it's more fun that way and I don't get stressed.
Yeah, we can all rage together that way. It's fine. Oh, dear me.
Yes, that's pretty much been my week gaming. I'll be back to some more God of War maybe tomorrow. I'm pretty tired because even though I went to bed at 6, I still got up pretty early. So
Yeah.
and then I streamed and I'm kind of like a zombie right now. So
Oh, it
But
happens.
that's
It happens.
That's also because you were sad, right?
huh?
You were also sad that you didn't have Sonic.
Oh no, I was happy that I didn't have Sonic. I might just buy that game so I can set it on fire.
Well, at least you support Sega then. I don't care. Sega.
I'll wait for a copy to fall off the back of a truck and then I'll burn it.
But
Marion agrees. So.
oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
we have 21 votes. Sonic is still number 1.
Woohoo!
That's what Mario says, not Sonic.
Speaking of which, however, we are going to talk about Sonic Frontiers. Of course, we'll get a little bit of knowledge from Mick and from Vin, because you've both played different versions of it, and of course enlighten both myself and General C, who will ask you questions about it. So be on topic.
I do your questions, and then Mick does the chance.
Exactly. So for this section, I'm going to be taking off the borders. I'm going to be changing it to a horrific color, but I'm going to change it to this nice screen here first. We go. Boop. There we go.
Look at that. Oh.
Wow, that's yellow.
Yeah, it is for us.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, well, you can use some colors, so.
But yes, you've got some gameplay in the background now.
that.
Anyway, I'm going to reduce that that media source actually 2 seconds. That be nicer. There we go.
Is it too late to upload God of War footage to the drive and put that on instead?
But you want viewers, right?
Oh,
Look at the poll. It says everything, Jen.
yeah, that's you and your like 15 alt accounts.
Yes, baby, yes. But we still winning.
But there we go. Anyway, so yes, both Mick, who played it before it released at EGX.
Before me.
Yeah, before Vin. Yeah. And of course, Vinny, who's played a little bit of it yesterday and today, will be asking our questions about, of course, the newest release for Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Frontiers, which takes a little bit of a new turn for Sonic, and of course goes kind of into a semi-open world stance, a little bit like Sonic Adventures, but let's say a little bit more refined now, with a lot more attacks, a lot more things to do.
Sonic Breath of the Wild.
Yes, Sonic Breath of the Wild, essentially, yeah.
Breath of the Mild, more like.
But we do want to we do want to know your thoughts on it anyway, Vinny. So first of all, what you've played of it so far. I know you've been waiting a long time for this one to come out. Since it was announced, of course, you were super hyped about it.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on the game so far? Truthfully as well, of course, not just your hype speaking, but truthfully, what do you make of the game so far, and how are you finding it?
I'm actually really loving it. I need to complain to PostNL, the mail company here, because yesterday was my day off, and I was like, if the mailman comes like in the afternoon, like he usually does, but he came at the end of the fucking night, like an hour before the Sea of Thieves stream.
Yeah.
So I only played that an hour, but I'm loving it. The 60 frames are really noticeable. The 4K 60 the game runs at on the Series X, and it's amazing. It's open. The music is less how you say that, rock music. You know, it's more electronic, calm music instead of the constant hype music you had. You know, so
Yeah.
it gives the game a more how you say that, I don't know the word, but more calm.
Oh,
vibe,
calm, more
instead of
calm
the-
feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, more calm feeling. It looks really good. It plays really good. There's a lot to do. There's at the start already a lot of different enemies. There's new stuff to collect. You have to free your friends again, of course, as always.
Yeah.
This time, for each character, there's unique items to collect to free them. So you free them in parts because they're in another world, like in the Matrix, you know.
Right, right.
So, for example, if you have Amy, there's this little heart items dropping, and with the heart items, you can set Amy more free each time. You know, each time you give her the items, she becomes more free, and it's brilliantly done. It has the gameplay from Sonic Generations and Sonic Adventure mixed
Yeah.
with the like the open world style, the semi-open world, to be honest, like Phantasy Star, you know, but also the music like Phantasy Star has.
Yeah.
So you get this, you know, great fight between Sonic, Phantasy Star, and a bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you know.
Yeah.
But, the chows are gone now. They're called Cocos or something now. There's this small coconut kind of figures. You have to collect and free them. And then you get bonus things as well. You have a skill tree, so you can level up Sonic. You can go faster. You can become stronger, get more life, stuff like that. It's brilliantly done, but especially the 4K 60 makes it you know, game of the year by far. No questions asked.
Nice.
Shut up, Jen. It's game of the year. But I said it. You were all laughing at me like half a year, maybe longer ago, when I joined the show, and you said, "Fuck off with Sonic. It's gonna be another like 70 game or something. You know, it's gonna be good, but not that good." It is that good. It is 100 out of 100. Is better than God of War Ragnarok. It's better than that shitty game Elden Ring, because I'm shit. I was shit at it, but Sonic wins game of the year by far.
What do you make?
Sega!
What do you make of the combat, Vin?
That's brilliant. It's the same as always, only this time you have this like barrier you can put around enemies.
Yeah.
So if you put a barrier and it gets from blue to pink, then the armor drops off and you can attack quickly after each other. But you need to level your fighting so to unlock more moves, and you can bounce enemies with damage and stuff like that. So I have to play more to get more into that, but so far so good. So
Nice, nice. And in terms of the world itself, have you had much chance to explore many different biomes, or is it just the Green Hills specifically that you've had a chance to run around in?
I only had the chance for Green Hills, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's gorgeous. The water is like a Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves has the most beautiful water in the game ever, but the water is almost, you will see it in a moment in this video. It goes to the same level as Sea of Thieves, and that's true. That's true answer, Nick. You can laugh. It's a true answer.
I thought we were still playing the Sea of Thieves drinking game where you have to have a drink when Jen or someone says the water's beautiful.
But the water is beautiful. Yeah, it's far further on in this video. We'll see it, but I'm loving it. That's it. When I made a joke, it was gonna become Game of the Year. Here it is. It is Game of the Year by far.
I'm glad you're enjoying it anyway. Definitely, it's something you like to say.
What are you
It's something.
drinking, Vin? Because I think I need some of that.
Hurt toch, Jan?
But
As always, I think I sent Drew a package.
I'm still waiting on mine.
I did send them to you, right, or not? Oh no, it was
No.
no, it was Muppet. I sent to
Muppet, yeah.
Yeah, you were going to send me some. I want to try it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send them. Have you sent your address then?
Maybe.
Yeah. So how
Been a
can I
while.
send it? How can I send it if you don't send me your address?
Hang on. I'll get you my phone and we'll find out, shall we?
Is it senior home one?
Right. Well, I'm on your side now, Jen. So focus on it.
But Jen, what questions you got about Sonic anyway? Because I know you were actually, without jokes aside, you were actually interested in finding out about it. So.
It's more the aspect of the open world, because has there been a Sonic open world game before?
Yeah, Sonic Adventure.
Adventures, yeah.
Oh,
Never even played it, so
it's actually semi-open, but it's a bit open world. So.
What what's the biggest differences between the previous open world one and this one then?
60 FPS. By far, you can see, because you have this high speed stuff
Mm.
now, but that's looking so smooth compared to the 30 FPS games. Because I was always like, come on, man, your eyes are how you say that, based on 24 frames a second. That's what your eyes are based on.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say the difference between 30 and 60 would be that big, but now I'm coming back to that thing I said, because 60 makes a difference. It really does. So.
And how does the story merge in with the open world? Because sometimes that can be impacted with an open world game. I mean, it
Well,
sort of was with Halo Infinite.
That's a thing. In Mario and Sonic games, there's one thing: your friends or the princess will be kidnapped, and you have to save them, spread around the world. That it's the same this time again. Eggman has this device, and you have you have to do you have to save your friends. Because Sonic has this thing where he becomes immune for what has happened to his friends, and then slowly he gets stronger and can save more friends. So story wise, it won't be how you say that, so special.
Mm.
But that's it never been. Sonic games never have been about story. That you have to be honest with that. Same as Mario. Same as what's the other guy? Zelda.
Yeah.
You have to save the princess. Link. Sorry, Link. Link
Yep.
has to save Zelda.
Other
Sorry.
games I've not even touched, to be honest. So
No, it's those games that, in one the princess is kidnapped. The other one also the princess, by the way, on Nintendo side, very original Nintendo. And on Sonic is always his friend. So
Yeah, everyone's always getting kidnapped, and you're always having to save
Yeah.
them.
yeah, that's Oh, here we go again. Oh, it's I bet it's Princess who's gone. Yeah. Oh, there she goes. It's Bowser again. Woo.
I think
there comes Eggman.
for me, Vin, I think it's. I would hope in the future. Obviously, this formula it looks like a great formula for a Sonic, a nice open world Sonic with lots to do, and you've got different bosses and different enemies to fight and things like that, which is a good change in direction. But I would hope, because of course we've seen not only the popularity but the massive success of the Sonic movies, and both of those films, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, were brilliant. I would hope in future they kind of base a story around something like they would present in the Sonic movie, for instance, because obviously, yes, it's about saving his friend, kind of, but it's about going home, or he's been out of that place and someone's coming to find him, etc. So I think that would have been a good direction for Sonic as well, if you put that into that kind of...
Maybe it's in this game, because I only played the first hour, and so far it seems that it's Eggman. Sorry, in England it's Eggman. Eggman has been kidnapping your friends, and he plays them around the world, and they're like sort of a Matrix thing. So you have to restore them,
Yeah.
And that's the part I played so far. But maybe I don't know. The story builds up like a true story. I don't know yet. That's so far I haven't played yet. So
Yeah.
And how many different biomes are in it? I mean, there's clearly more biomes than Halo Infinite story.
I don't know. I know that if you see the trailer, there's already like 7 or 8 different biomes already.
Because I've seen footage of the desert one.
Yeah.
A bit of footage of the desert one.
Yeah, there's a space version.
You've got the city, of course. I think you mentioned that's
city,
like the Matrix. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's an ancient world.
Oh.
That's in a different dimension.
Right.
So yeah, it's an ancient world in a different dimension. But so far as I see it now, because you have to unlock this. What you can see on the screen now.
Yeah.
On the map, and then the map slowly.
Slowly unlocks.
Unlocks, yeah. But by this old statue things, you have to put COGs in, cogs.
Yeah.
You find from the bosses you fight.
Right.
And then there's this light coming through the ancient thing, and then the world starts unlocking. So I think it's a bit like the Matrix. But we have to see. I'm not that far in yet, so.
So what you're saying is Sonic is Neo?
I think Sonic is above Neo, but
What about the
You know-
puzzles? I've been noticing like there was the puzzle for that door back there. What
Yeah.
are some of the puzzles like? Are they
well, they're
in terms
easy
of
now.
difficulty? How do they vary?
The easy now. The only thing I think at the moment was difficult was the one. You also have time races, go from A to B, but the B was at the top of a tower. But you have multiple ways to go there. But when I did it, I was like, I have to go this way, and I want to do it this way. So the first time I didn't make it. Second time I did. But so far the puzzles are easy. I think if you go further into the game, they will be more difficult.
Yeah.
But there's this thing, you have this path, that of light. You have to remember the path and then walk it without touching another stone that's not on the path, right? Or
Hmm.
you cannot touch the same, or you cannot touch the same stone twice. So it's fairly easy so far, but I think it's going to be difficult. But yeah, if the puzzles get bigger with more stones and stuff like that, or the time trials get shorter time for to make it to the destination, stuff like that. If you want everything S rank, then there's a lot to do. So
Yeah.
What about terms of enemy variety? Is there a lot of enemy variety?
so far, yes. There's this enemies that have like a turtle shield, around them.
Yeah.
And if you do the circle thing, what I said with the Y button, you run around the circle, and then there's this energy popping up. So the turtle shield goes up, then the enemy is underneath it, and then you can attack him. And there's this ball enemy thing that's like a shitload of soap bubbles together, and they have this lightning energy on it, and then you can attack them multiple times, but you cannot be touched that, and you lose your rings, of course, and you have to do it like 4 or 5 times, to defeat the whole creature. There's this giant statue thing that's a guardian.
Yeah.
He smacks him on the ground, and then you have to run up his arm to the top and then smack him on, how you say that? A part of his body that's touchable.
Like a weak point.
Like weak point, yes, sir. Thank you. Like weak point. You attack that multiple times, then the arm falls off. You have to do all the arms, then you win it. There's ninjas. There's lots of stuff. So there's an octopus flying around, and a squid flying around, and then he leaves a trail, and you have to follow the trail to defeat him. It's really cool done.
It
the
sounds
trails
very-
are everywhere, so if you make some
My
good friends,
final
then-
question for you: what are you going to do when God
no,
of War
that's
wins Game of the Year?
There's no final question. That's not a final question.
It's a
One,
final question.
That's a lie. Ragnarok won't win. Sonic will win.
Ragnarok will stand more of a chance than Sonic.
And 2, I will be back on the show to correct you again.
We'll see. We'll see.
I was gonna say I do like the enemies that you've got in here, and I have seen a couple of other videos as well with some of these kind of mini bosses. They're definitely very interesting and different ways to defeat them, and they've all got different attacks and things like that. Is there many bosses that you've come across already, or even mini bosses so far?
Like the ninja was the first one.
Yeah.
Then you have this. I forgot the name. The thing is now on the screen. With there's like a big tower, and then constantly you have
It's like a Beyblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Beyblade. What's that?
It's like a spinning top, like a toy from when I was a kid.
Oh, I have no idea. Is it? How old are you, Jen?
Cool. When I was younger, I was about 12 when Beyblades came out.
Oh,
Or maybe a little bit younger than that, 11 maybe, when Beyblades came out.
am I that way older than you then?
I'm 29.
Oh yeah, I'm 37. Maybe. Yeah, okay. I'm 37. So, but I don't know Beyblade. Sorry, but this is like a tower enemy, and you have to run around in a circle thing, and then layer by layer you will cut it down,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have that one. You have the what I said, the one with the giant arms. You have the squid flying around with the drill thing. So far, which one did I do more? Yeah, the turtle thing with the shield that you have to pop up. And there's lots to do. Hey, stop pressing the button.
And Marion with his slander in the chat there saying Gotham Knights will win Game of the Year. How dare you?
I love to go for bites, but it ain't gonna win Game of the Year.
Marion, we can't do a 30 FPS game as game of the year. It's impossible.
Yeah.
We have at least 60 FPS.
Yeah. Well, all three. Or I would suppose your game as well as Elden Ring and God of War are all 60. So all good.
Is that good?
God of War's the better 60 though.
I played Elden Ring, and I have to be honest, I was shit at it.
Yeah.
So I like the visual style, but I'm completely shit at the game. So
I still haven't played Elden Ring, but I will be playing.
Mick, I was going to get to you actually. What are
Oh,
your
yeah. I've got that's a PS Plus collection as well.
It is. Yep.
I need to play that as well. I saw Evil Fuguru, my Sega buddy. He also played it. This was the first game he played on his PS5.
Yes.
It appears to be really good, but
Definitely.
I'm probably going to suck at it because I'm terrible at Souls-like games.
yeah, well that's my problem as well. I'm really shit at Elden Ring, man. I needed help from Barry and Lost Boomerang guys. You know, it's I completely suck at Souls games.
Mick,
Sonic for the win.
I was going to ask. Obviously, you've played the game prior to releasing. Obviously, before Vin did. But have you got any questions for Vin based on what you played? That might to see what kind of might have changed since then.
Well, I've been watching the stream while we've been talking, and where he's got up to a minute ago, where he's fighting that long, tall tower thing.
Yeah.
That was literally that's where it cut out. There was a countdown timer, and just as I got to the last bit, and I was putting the last couple of hits in, it ran out, and that was the end. And I was like, you could have just let me kill that thing before it turned it off. But no, but it's it looks pretty much. It looks slightly more polished, I would say. It looks there were quite a few sort of.
How long was it ago, Mick? That EGX thing?
EGX was September.
Yeah, I think so. September, yeah.
So it's not a world of difference, but I can see that it looks a little bit more polished, I would say, than when I played it.
Good. The water is so beautiful.
But it's
the water is so beautiful.
It's no Sea of Thieves water, but it's nice.
Yeah, you will see it.
I like
You will see
I like the reflective surfaces on the platforms and stuff.
Mhm.
It looks like there's
ray
has it got
tracing.
ray tracing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
It has
So,
everything.
So that looks a bit more polished, definitely, than when I played it, because I don't seem to remember it being quite like that. But yeah, I agree with it. It was a really good game. I really enjoyed it for what little time I got to play on it, and it's made me interested in playing it, whereas I wasn't before.
Look at it.
So-
Jen, look at it.
I'm watching. I'm watching God of War footage instead, actually.
So this area that, because I've just had to skip back forward to where the video is now. So this area where you are now,
Yeah.
is that Emerald?
Yeah, Emerald Coast.
Thing? It is Emerald Coast, so that's nice. It looks really nice. This is definitely, they should have, I think personally, in the bit that we got to play, they should have showed this off rather than the last. I know that the last island was a bit more of a tutorial, really. It was sort of teaching you. But this looks a lot better than that first level.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
But is this also 60 FPS then on the stream or not?
Yeah.
Looks it.
Full 60.
Because if you see that, Jen, see that? How it goes on 60 FPS? See how Sonic look at this. Look at this, Jen.
I'm watching, Vin.
But no, I agree with Mick. Actually, that level, Emerald Coast, actually looks much nicer than Green Hills.
Much nicer.
Really, really interested in actually seeing more of the different biomes as it goes through. To be honest, and to be honest, it is a game I will get eventually. It's not a game I'll pay full price for, but it's certainly a game I will pick up at some point. Because again,
if you pay full price, Drew, look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty.
I'd rather get a review code for free, I think.
I wish I could get review codes, but you know I'm the smallest of streamers of small you can get.
What I was going to say though is on that, it's for me. Obviously, I grew up with Sonic. I did love Sonic, but trying to go and play the old Sonics now it's just not the same anymore. So I really wanted. Thank you to Vin for gifting a membership. And General C was gifted the membership. Channel member for that's awesome. Thank you, Marion.
Thank you, thank you.
But yeah, so for me, to be honest, I still haven't played Mario Odyssey, but I actually want to because I've heard Mario Odyssey is brilliant. Again, the problem with Nintendo games is that Nintendo never change the price, so it's always the same price. So you can't find it in the sale because it's never bloody any different.
Yeah.
However, with this game, of course, I will be able to find it at a reduced cost, like in a couple of months' time. So I'll pick it up then, and of course, by that point, I'll have finished God of War. I'll have finished Plague Tale. I'll have finished High on Life. Might be able to squeeze it in.
Do you have a PS5 by then?
Yeah.
Sonic Frontiers will be in the bargain bin before then.
To be honest, that's it's not to say bargain bin, but
No.
I can feel him stewing there. It was just like breathe, man, breathe.
No. I'm just waiting when we go to Gears of War Ragnarok, and then he's starting to get enthusiastic, and then it's my turn.
Vin, I do want to ask you.
Yeah.
I was going to say I do want to ask you a question though, Vin. From the amount that you've played so far, is there something that you would want them to change or think that they can do better?
Well, there's one thing they can do better, and that's the promotion of the game. Because now you and General and Mick don't have it, so if they promoted it better, then you guys would have had it as well. That's the only thing for me.
Yeah, but haven't played it. Do you wish they would have done something or added something to it so far? Any negatives that you can pick up on?
Not so far. I kind of was like, the only thing was, I thought that Series X would do the loading times a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I can't really remember a game on Xbox where it had, the loading times anymore. I mean, Sea of Thieves does the whole world loading faster than Sonic does a level. So that's the only thing. Maybe loading times, that's the only thing, I think. It's just
So what you're saying is you can't go fast.
It's just a couple of seconds, but
server though, like the whole world is on one server.
Yeah, I
no
know
loading.
that, but but the thing is, if you're not used to loading anymore, then
you notice
only
it.
if it's a couple of seconds and only a couple of seconds, and then you notice it, right?
Yeah.
Because I completely forgot what loading times were, to be honest. But that's the only thing I think.
I have noticed a bit of popping though.
Popping?
Yeah, like the draw distance of popping is pretty short in this footage.
Yeah, but I have to admit that the update patch, the day one patch, how you say that?
Yeah.
Was downloading while I was playing it. At a certain point, you will
That
see
could be why then.
underneath in the screen, you will see that the download has finished. I only just noticed that it also captures the achievements and the general invites you to a party thing on the downside of the screen.
Screenshots. I saw that a minute ago as well.
Yeah, screenshots. Yeah, sorry. I just noticed it. I didn't know it was also captured.
No, all jokes aside, it does look pretty interesting, and I will pick it up at some point and play it, and I'll probably stream it as well, Vin. So that'll make you happy.
If you want to check it out, I will stream it when I'm off work.
Yeah, let me know when you go live, and I'll hop in and I'll check it out.
Maybe tomorrow evening, maybe. And after that, I have free night shift, so maybe after that, the next week, maybe. But
Nice. I'm just really interested to see what other worlds they've got and how they look and things like that, and maybe what collectibles or secrets and things they've got in there. Hopefully they have them in.
Shitload.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah.
these like robot things give me Horizon Forbidden Wests and
Yeah.
vibes of that Horizon series.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking there with that Azura that popped up on screen.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds
Sonic
of
Horizons.
Horizon. Yeah. No,
Well,
it looks really good. Looks really good.
There's a lot of collectibles, you know, but at first the things you collect the most are the skill point drop things. You know, you have to collect them to get skill points to level up Sonic. There's these creatures, the Cocos you have to collect and bring to an old guy and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So Vin, do you know how long the game is to complete then? Have you seen kind of a rough time thing on it?
no, I didn't want spoilers. So
Well, so you didn't look.
But besides trailer, I didn't look at anything. I want the game completely spoiler free.
Yeah.
So outside of the trailer with the Queen song,
Yeah.
I didn't watch anything.
That's fair. That's fair enough. Awesome stuff.
That's why I don't watch streams with completely new games.
Yeah.
I want to spoiler free. So I know General started this night episode of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Well, Ragnarok is a game I will. You know that.
Oh
on
yeah,
my
100%.
side-
Don't come by if you're planning to play it. Don't.
No,
I'd
so
rather
I-
you not enjoy that game
Yeah. So
in your own pace.
at some point, when this Christmas in the discount at the bargain sale, you know.
Get the bargain
then-
bin. Grab it in the bargain bin. Yeah.
You know, then
When
I
it's
will
still
buy it.
70 quid. Because PlayStation games don't seem to want to drop in price.
I was going to
is it
say,
free?
saying that, just buy it on Amazon because it is cheaper. On Amazon, you can pick
Yeah.
it up for £62 for the PlayStation 5 version or 52 for the PlayStation 4.
I bought Horizon Forbidden West for 40, yeah, like, you know, 37.99 euro.
Yeah.
At Game Mania.
Nice.
So brand new. So they drop in price at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually, like God of War and The Last of Us, they take a while to drop down price.
Hmm.
Here in Holland, it's only Nintendo. Nintendo is in Holland we call it the Apple of gaming because even the launch titles from the Switch are still 70 euros. So,
Yeah.
I was looking at the Switch games earlier because I actually have purchased a Nintendo Switch and it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
welcome.
I'm
Welcome to the
paying off
Game
for
and Art
that
Club.
though. I'm not paying for it outright. I'm paying off for it like £12 something a month. So yeah,
Did you
What's
go
that?
for the OLED or did you get a regular?
I went for the OLED. I thought might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and
Wait.
pay off for it sooner rather than later, so it's done.
And then we're going
Which
to
ain't gotta mess around.
Which game do you have with it?
Pokemon.
I'm waiting for Pokemon at the towards the end of this month. I think it's the 18th. I've already pre-ordered that, so
Oh, the new Pokemon.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
not the
yeah.
not the one that Drew played. The Arceus. or
I'm
something?
going to pick that up at some point, but I'm just waiting for that really. That's piqued my interest and it's got me itching to play a Pokemon game. So yeah, I finally caved, and I'm gonna finally, after years of not bothering with the Nintendo Switch, scratch that Pokemon itch that I've been needing to scratch for a while.
Well,
It's been getting worse.
Please play one game for me. Luigi's Mansion 3. It's the best Switch game.
I was actually looking at picking that up, to be honest.
That game is so fun. I love that. I see Mick. You see that in chat what Muppet says? The best beer in the world that I sent to him.
I've sent you my address now. I thought I'd sent you it, so I apologize.
Yeah, no worries. I'll send it.
Awesome
I
stuff.
won't ask you to send me the beer because I'll just get a bunch of like stuff with Sonic in a box saying
Sonic
Sonic's better
memorabilia.
Look, have you seen my Sega wall here? All of that is coming with it.
You
Oh,
can send me all
God.
your Sega stuff if you want.
No,
I'll put it
of
on
course not.
eBay.
Of course, I will keep it forever.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. We're going to switch back to the other view now, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the other topics here. Yeah, awesome. Awesome stuff. I'm looking forward.
You have to wait for the water. When I run through the water, you have to wait for
I'll
that.
wait
and
for
then-
the
and then we
water.
can
Okay,
stream it
we'll
to
we'll
Mick.
leave it on for a little minute until the water comes up then, Vin. Just for you.
Was that a seagull flying around?
No, that's a squid.
A seagull? A seagull?
Oh,
Bad
seagull. Yeah,
joke. Bad joke.
Seagull.
yeah. I thought you meant the squid. I thought you meant the squid that was on the screen, but it's not.
Oh,
Why
dear.
Nick
was
said
there a
enough of my
squid
bad
flying around?
jokes.
Where's the squid flying around? No, I'm all right with the bad jokes. It's the fact that there's a squid flying around. That's
Yeah,
you know.
let me check. Yeah, it's I'm almost
Oh,
there.
he's a dude.
Yeah, that's the one smacking with his hands.
One of the funniest things about Sea of Thieves Tuesdays is when I tell a bad joke and it just goes quiet, and everyone's like, oh, "For fuck's sake, Jen,
The
shut up."
crickets.
Oh, you know,
I mean, I'm gonna get that stream deck off you, Dutch. I'm gonna have to have a crickets like thing.
Yeah.
So every time he tells a bad pun, it can just have the.
I had a problem yesterday because I didn't realize that Nick was interviewing that Luke guy, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're gonna all play together. And then I was, oh fuck, this is an interview, and we're constantly screaming around the wall. I was like, oh shit.
It's a playcast, so it's a bit like a podcast, but a bit more relaxed. There's not really a theme. We just talk about gaming.
I thought he was just a
different-
guest playing around with us, you know.
Yeah,
That,
well.
I think.
Shows how much you've been watching, Vin. You know, thanks for supporting it.
Well, if you got like 16 trillion timeouts like me, then there's not much to watch, right?
I have to get a timeout button as well. I can see. Yeah. Next time Vin comes.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's the
me.
one. Look, there it is, below there, in the river.
See for a very brief moment.
Oh yeah, look, water in the distance.
No,
Is that it?
I will run in it. I will fall off that ledge and then run in it. But
So it's good.
look at that. It's
Good water. Then you keep mentioning this water, so it better be something special.
Yeah, I know you've got a lot to live up to when we've been playing Sea of Thieves, mate. So come
Yeah.
on, get in the water. Stop messing around.
Oh
I
dear
can turn on
me.
the Xbox if you want.
But
Anyway, we better keep talking. I feel like it's not coming anytime soon.
yeah. So
15
yes,
hours later.
other than Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, we in keeping
Thank you, Muppet.
in keeping on new game news, of course. General C, you've had a chance, of course. Not only did you come off the back of doing a whole new playthrough of God of War 2018, but you've also began playing God of War Ragnarok as well. You've got now roughly 7 hours in it already.
Yeah, about 6-7 hours into it, or something like that. Close to that.
Fucking hell.
What are you? Let's kind of first of all let's do the kind of comparisons, and in terms of kind of 2018 to Ragnarok, what are the kind of standout kind of differences that you've noticed so far?
It's not a major difference. Most of it is small touches here and there. Like, you know, when you go down the chains or you knock the chains down and Kratos automatically jumps on it in the first game.
Yeah.
They take that out in this. You just kick the chain down and then you've got the option of going down or not. That was something I did find annoying in the first game. So I'm glad that they've made subtle changes like that to improve it.
Yeah.
So you're not just like forced to go on the chain and then climb back up when you're actually trying to look for chests and stuff that are around. Most of the stuff like that is just subtle changes, more minor improvements on the gameplay. I mean, a lot of people are in the Xbox community that are fanboys are saying it's DLC. Tell me what game DLC wise launches and has a 70-hour game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
tell me what game in a sequel isn't a DLC, because you could say the entire Gears of War game's a DLC if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're going too far.
I'm making a point. I love
no,
those games.
no,
I
no.
love the Gears games. I love them
It's a
to death.
trilogy. That's a trilogy.
It's your judgment's your favorite,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No,
No, that's Jordan's favorite.
that's Jordan's favorite. But my favorite is still 2.
Yeah, I agree.
I think my favorite is still 3, just because if you haven't played it, the brotherhood between Marcus and Dom and that being shattered is just something that
Yeah, but
broke me as a gamer. One of those moments that just reduce you to tears as a gamer.
Yeah, but you know, the only thing I had with 3 at that point, at that moment in life, it was like, wow, why is it so colorful all of a sudden? That's the only thing I had with Gears 3.
Mm.
Out of all of nothing, there was all these colors instead of the, you know, the dark gray vibe you had in 1 and 2. You know, that's
Yeah.
the only thing I had with 3.
Yeah, but I understand like why they did that. They wanted to
Yeah,
bring
me
more
too. Of course,
diverse
if 5 is perfect.
environments to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of, I would say, because of course the differences as well as you were playing God of War 2018, which had no graphical updates for the PlayStation 5, and now you're playing on a native version of God of War Ragnarok for the PlayStation 5. What are the kind of fidelity differences that you've noticed from 18 to Ragnarok?
Oh, immediately the graphics look way sharper, much cleaner. There's some places in Ragnarok where some of the characters' faces look a bit odd, more like the minor characters and not the main ones. I obviously won't go into details on what characters they are because they're pretty story heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly like minor characters that's with. It's a bit of an issue, but it was similar in God of War, and that's similar in majority of games. Like the minor characters are not such a focus to look pretty. They put all that focus and rendering on the main characters because they're who you focus around a lot. So yeah, mostly it's more sharper, but obviously it's on PS4, so it's not much in leaps of graphics. A huge leap.
Yeah.
It's just more minor stuff that makes it look prettier.
Okay. Awesome stuff. And I know we're going to do a comparison as well to see exactly how different it does look. Because obviously I'm playing the PlayStation 4 Pro version, or at least will be on Friday. Jen, you're on the PlayStation 5 version as well, so those differences. I know one other huge difference you've got on the PlayStation 4 version, we've got favor quality or favor performance. There is no multitude, but I know PlayStation 5 has a multitude of options to choose from.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, because obviously my capture card's out of date, I can't, or I wouldn't say out of date, it's far behind in technical leaps of recent capture cards, so I can't make full use of those extra PS5 features, like next gen sort of features.
Yeah.
I'd imagine if I was to take my PlayStation and put it on my LG Nano Cell, I'd have all those bells and whistles then, and I will do that, but I won't do that until after I completed my playthrough on stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't speak much about those features because I can't actually use them.
Yet.
The capture card.
Yeah.
Which I am planning on upgrading in the new year. So put that away then.
I've seen a couple of the Elgato upgraded some of their or one of the older capture cards to include variable rate.
VRR.
Refresh rate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that HD60X. Is that?
It was
mine's one before that, I think, or the one before that even.
Mine's the 4K 60S Plus.
Yeah.
Mine's just.
Oh, I've got the
HD60. It's not the HD60 Plus. So yeah, mine's significantly older. I need to upgrade it, and that's what I will be doing next year.
I was going to say, even if you get the HD60S Plus, that should suffice. But I know they've got that 4K 60S Plus, like that Mick mentioned there. But I think that's another 100 on top.
Yeah, I mean, I'm holding out for like the proper like full 4K ones, the new ones to come out, and I'm sure it'll happen soon.
Yeah,
it's already here. That's the
Is
the
it?
HD60X. Yeah, that's the one I have.
the X, yeah.
Yeah, I have the X.
I'll probably pick that up in the new year then, if it's if I can get it cheap.
You have to get this, Jen, for the. If you want it on the PlayStation 5, you have the Jetlink Pro. You have to use that for the PlayStation 5.
I thought you was going to pick up the copy of Sonic Frontiers again and tell me I had to get that.
Yeah.
I have to get it. No, but Miss Joanna Dark also says that's a game for Switch, by the way. Xenoblade 3, Jen. If you like RPGs and stuff, that's also only Switch.
I'm not going to lie. The only reason I bought it is for Pokemon, but I will try out some of the other Switch games. I have been interested in trying out Zelda, even though I've never played a Zelda game in my life. So that'll be an interesting moment to try out Breath of the Wild.
If you take the online thing, that's only like €25 a year. Then you have this library of an old NES and SNES games.
I'll probably sub to that. Won't sub to it straight away because I'll be spending most of my time playing that Pokemon game as soon as it's out.
Yep.
I don't know if the older Pokemons are on the online subscription, but there's the older Zeldas are at least, and the older Marios.
Hmm.
Not sure about the Pokemons, but the older.
If they've got any of
NES
them older Pokemon games on there, like Gold and Silver, I'll be straight into that. Gold and Silver is why I'm so nostalgic about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I never played one. I still need to start Arceus, which I said to Drew last year.
Yeah.
See, I want to stream Pokemon, but I'm not sure how Nintendo are with their.
I would
copyright
stream it, but
stuff
have
in
your
this day and
own
age.
stream it, but have your own chill, like copyright-free chill music going on in the background instead of their music.
Yeah. I'll probably do that then.
Because they as soon as
I'll
you
figure it out.
anything to do with their audio, and it's just automatic copyright strike. They are
Well,
terrible.
friends of mine
Not
stream
thinking that.
Pokemon, and they never had a copyright strike.
Yeah,
I did, to be honest.
I was-
I had one for Baby Shark.
Yeah. Twitch is terrible, mind. Twitch is good with that. Twitch don't do anything about audio, but YouTube, opposite. YouTube, it's fine when you're streaming it.
You flag copyright by the algorithm itself. It goes, we got you.
Yeah,
I had it with weirdly God of War, like that last God of War 2018 stream I did. There's a piece of the music at the end that I got a copyright strike for, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
that's weird. I'd never got it anywhere else in my God of War
yeah.
2018 playthrough.
Just put it through
Just
as
that
fair
one
use, and you'll
final
be all
part.
right.
They don't want to do anything with the copyright claim anyway. It's just if I do decide to monetize it, they want their cut,
Yeah.
and I can't monetize it anyway because I ain't at that point.
I was going to
So-
say it's the issue. The difference between Twitch, of course, and YouTube is, of course, the fact that your streams are held afterwards and forever publicly available. So the copyright checks actually come after you've streamed, not whilst you're streaming. So when you
Yeah,
finish your
that's-
stream,
yeah.
then they start attacking you.
yeah. When it's becoming a VOD, is that the right word? VOD.
Yeah, VOD, yeah.
Then they strike you.
Yeah, exactly. And you see, Joanna Dogs giving Sonic some hate in the chat there as well.
Yeah, I blocked him. He's not welcome anymore. I blocked him. So
I blocked him.
he can't answer me. He's timed out forever now. So.
Oh dear me. But yes, right. We're gonna quickly switch over to, and I'm just gonna go.
Oh look, achievement!
Woohoo! Bop. There we go. And then I'm gonna switch this.
Love you too, Joanna.
There we go. Tremendous. Right, let's get our frames back on. Looks a little bit more fancy again. Yes. So, Jen, next question we've got for you then is combat-wise. Is there any differences in the combat immediately that you notice, or any improvements in the combat that you've noticed over 2018 to this one?
There is improvements, but there's like some moves I'm having issues with. It's probably because I'm not leveled up with the weapons yet. So like going back to not having any of the abilities after grinding them out in the first God of War game
Yeah.
in this God of War story. So yeah, that sort of I think is affected me in my first few hours. I'd imagine once I'm leveled up a bit more, well, not leveled up, once you use your XP to buy more skills,
Mm.
unlock more skills, I'd imagine that will change. But yeah, it's much more fluid, the combat.
Are
You-
you talking about the PlayStation itself or the game? Buy
The game.
more stuff to get more.
The game.
Do you think that's
You
to do
do
with the
have to
fact that it's
be,
60 frames, or do you think it's to do with the fact that it's just more fluid?
So it could be a mix of both. It's hard to tell, really. I wouldn't say it's a whole lot different. It's
Yeah.
just more fluid, responsive.
Hmm.
The combat's been more polished from the first game.
Yeah.
Like remastered.
if you want to go to that point, I will say like blocking. You really in the first game, it's quite tough to get the hang of blocking, but this you really have to get the hang of. It's a bit more tougher to nail the blocks, and I'm one of those people that are shit at parrying in all
Oh,
games
I'm
anyway.
exactly the same, yeah.
So I end up getting dead from like the most easiest of enemies because I'm shit at blocking.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is Mick frozen or?
No, he's
Oh,
good.
no, he's not. Okay.
I'm muted, but I'm okay. I'm here.
Ah, okay.
I think he's just relieved that he doesn't have to watch the Sonic footage anymore.
No, he's missing it. I think he's watching it back. I think he's watching it back.
Oh god.
I think he ordered it now. Yeah, you ordered Sonic, huh? I seen that.
No, he just bought himself a PlayStation 5 for God of War.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
PlayStation
playing.
5,
I'm just playing Elden Ring instead.
The true game of the year.
Yeah, he bought like 4 copies, so he's got to vote for it.
Technically, I only bought 1 and got 3. but
Yeah. Oh dear
You
me.
got 3?
Yeah, he got.
yeah. I used points for 1 because my son wanted to play it. I ordered 1 for the launch edition, special edition version off Amazon, and then they sent me 2.
Oh.
So I've still got the 2 boxed ones still sealed up there, and I've got the digital one to play.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, Jed. So obviously we don't really get into the kind of story, anything like that so far. But your overall early impressions, your 7-hour impressions of God of War Ragnarok so far. I would say early impressions, but you're about you're about a fifth of the way through it so far. So.
I mean, like you said, I don't really want to go into spoilers. You've got to play it yourself yet. I don't want to spoil it for you. But what I will say is, if you thought the first game had one of the coolest openings within the first sort of hour or 2 of the game, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
The WandrinDutch fight.
Yeah, the wonder. Yes,
You've literally seen nothing yet, and that's as much as I will say about that.
But yeah, aside from one of the coolest openings, then, what other early impressions have you got? Obviously, overall, very positive.
Yeah, I'm loving it. The story is so far as good as the first game, and that's really all I wanted from it. It's hard to top what they did in the first game anyway,
Yeah.
and just being on the same level as that so far is something I'm enjoying. Whether that holds up 40 hours into the game, like near the end of the game, is another thing I don't know yet because I've not got that far into it. But if it does, then yeah, I can see this being my game of the year, not Sonic. I think I actually put a tweet out earlier, or it might have been this morning, that I think I played 5 hours. When I played 5 hours of it, I was basically like, I can see this being my game of the year.
Nice.
And not Sonic.
I see why you, now I see why you wanted me on the show. You know that's somebody with brains.
Oh dear me. Awesome stuff. We're going to Vince.
What have you played, Drew?
What have I been playing? I've been playing Call of Duty, as most people have. To be honest, I think everyone's been jumping into that a little bit. Nope, not for yourself. Okay, so that's 2 years. I think it's Mick and Vin haven't played Call of Duty then.
I'm waiting for Sil, so
That's fair.
I've got access to it. I just haven't played it yet.
Right.
I gave that copy that Marion
Yes.
gave me.
access.
Yeah, I can just log in on Chris's account when he's at work and just play it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I keep meaning to go in and do some of the campaign. I'm not interested in the multiplayer.
Chris from yesterday.
Yeah, play the campaign. It's well worth it. It's one of the best Call of Duty campaigns in a bloody long time.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm still waiting for Sil. My shooter game is still Destiny 2.
That's a good one to have.
Now,
Destiny 2 is a great shooter, so.
and to
And
make
it's
a
got great combat and
jump
multiplayer.
for the show, the Halo update is here, so I'm gonna return to Halo. So, oh, Drew, what a nice way to go to the next topic.
Yeah.
That way.
Actually, I was going to jump to a different and more controversial topic first. Actually, outside of Halo, And that is the news about the PlayStation VR2 and its pricing.
Yeah.
We have to talk about it. I know people want to keep making comparisons against the other VR headsets that are available and how much it would cost to play them. But even if we have a look at the MetaQuest Pro, that is an extremely niche version of that headset. It's like 1,200 quid by itself. But the thing about the MetaQuest 2 is that it's completely open source, and anything you can play on the MetaQuest, anything you can play on the MetaQuest 2, you can play on MetaQuest Pro. So there is the game library transfers with it. There's a difference there straight away. Secondly, of course, it is the high-end version of the MetaQuest. You don't have to buy it. There is other alternate versions of it. So you can get the MetaQuest 2 or the MetaQuest and you'll be fine. You can still play the same stuff. Makes no difference. The issue we've got here, though, is the console space is entirely different. So the console space really is what is meant to be the kind of casual consumer. And we say that because, of course, console gaming is meant for casuals. Primarily, it's not primarily meant for a hardcore gaming scenario. Hardcore gaming scenarios, as much as people love to say PC Master Race, but if you want to be if you're hardcore gaming, you're going to be buying a PC because, of course, primarily that's where you're going to get the best performance, you're going to get the best graphical qualities, all the features, the modifications, you can control your power and your output and things like that. So for those who are hardcore gamers, you'll be usually playing your games on a several £1,000 desktop PC or something like that. Consoles are meant for casual consumers, people who want to play video games and don't want to spend a fortune doing that. So the issue we've got on the price tag was pretty much the price tag I think we pretty much all assumed it was going to be. But to see it confirmed was a different matter. So we thought it was going to be...
I thought it probably would have been a little bit more expensive, but it's not far off from where most of us were saying it was going to be.
I thought less. But...
Yeah. So the official price tag...
Was the first one?
So
how much was the first PSVR?
450, I
also
think.
499, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was 499 euros for 450 quid. So
with Esserbot or without Esserbot, I think it was.
Without it. Yeah, without it. So obviously this one is 550. That is not including the controller charging, which is an additional 40 to 50. So you're actually looking at more like £600, or for euros, it's I think 620 euros or something like that. Dollars actually is less, of course, because they don't have the additional that they've put onto the European markets over there. So the dollars actually works out 50 less overall. So they're paying $600.
Except the Canadian dollar.
Yeah, apart from the Canadian dollar, which, yeah, you're talking probably 1,000.
Don't even mention the Australian dollar.
Oh, God, yeah. And they're not
Is that
too
worse,
far
yeah?
off as well. They're about the
That's
same.
even worse, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and of course, on top of that, then you've got the premium priced games. So when you're talking about Call of the Wild, which is the Horizon VR game, I don't know how much the cost of those are, but if they're the same price as regular PlayStation 5 games, which they might be, then of course, then you're talking anywhere between $50 and $70 per game as well. So, of course, those without a PlayStation 5, you're going to have to buy the PlayStation 5.
Is that Horizon game going to be a full-length experience, though, or is it like
that's what we
how
still
it was
don't
on the
know.
original, like a
Still don't know.
2-hour
Yeah, like tech demo.
technical
Yeah.
demo, basically?
Yeah.
Like if that is going to be 70 for a
but
2 to 4 hour
General-
experience, then
General-
that's fucking ridiculous.
If you want that pony level to go up, you have to buy it.
Jim
You
Ryan,
want to be,
You've gotta
kiss
get
my
your-
you want
ass.
to be a top tier pony? You want to be a top tier pony? Buy that shit.
Hey.
Jim Ryan agrees. Woohoo.
Yeah, if you want to get
I'm
your
selling my
stars level
PlayStation.
up, Jen, you need to get your stars level up.
I'm selling my PlayStation. I'm buying Sonic.
Well done. Well done. Can somebody clip this?
But yeah, so for me, it was a kind of an expected price, but at the same time, and before we started the show, Mick made a very good point. So we're in a recession. There's ways and means of increasing prices of certain things in order to recoup costs. PlayStation have already increased the cost of the console in UK and Europe. Well, everywhere around the world apart from the US. Yeah, they've already increased the price of the games, of course, as we know, go up to $70 now, or $70, £70, up to £80 in some circumstances. I know, like on Amazon for the PlayStation and 4 and 5 version of God of War, if you're buying it as a singular, it's like up to £80 or something ridiculous. But the whole buy-in for the PlayStation VR2, technically, if you don't have a PlayStation 5, especially if you're getting things like this for Christmas, would be around about 1,200 to 1,500 quid if you're adding some games on there. It's a big buy-in. Is anybody? I mean, and the issue we've got mainly here is, yes, it's a high quality device, but who is this aimed at? And if you can't bring in your previous content, then everyone's starting from scratch. Mick, who do you think this is aimed at, this particular headset?
It's only aimed at the like Vince said, the top tier ponies. As it is just literally there isn't. I don't think anyone serious in VR is gonna say, unless they're just getting into it, maybe, and they haven't got a library of things on their PC or whatever, or even PS1. It's unless they just starting. I think anyone who's interested in VR or anyone who's serious in it is going to go for a PC and buy a headset that literally is like you say, open source. So you've got much more choice. Anything that you may have already had will already work with it, and if it doesn't, there are ways on PC. There are ways of getting around it. So it's literally only going to be those people that are just sworn allegiance to the brand, really.
Yeah,
that's it. You can't justify spending that kind of money with no games and starting from it not knowing whether you're going to like VR.
Yeah.
So you've got at that price, I think you've got to know whether you're going to be in it, whether you want to do it or not. So it'll be the same, I think, as it'll be another one like PSVR1. It'll probably sell 4 or 5 million over the course of the generation.
And gather dust for most of the generation.
I mean, that's it. And they say that out of that, I think it's 5 million PSVRs, the first ones, were sold.
Yeah.
Roughly. What percentage of that 5 million do you reckon are just sat in a corner gathering dust or in a box gathering,
And then people that traded it in like me.
Yeah.
I think I had it for about a month and I was like, nope, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
I wasted my money on that.
And then at least when you're getting it second hand and you're getting it at a cheaper price, at least you can pick it up at that cheaper price.
Yeah.
And go, oh, maybe I'll give it a try because it's a bit, it's cheaper. But even second hand market on these isn't going to be
scalpers.
It's still the same price as a PS5. Even if they knock 100 quid off this, it's still the same price as a PS5.
Yeah.
Or a PS5 digital. You know what I mean? It's still a lot of money, and you've still got to have the console.
Yep.
So,
You can't use it without the console. You physically have to buy both. So.
Yeah, Dutch. You still have to buy a PS5.
So it's not really. It's just going to be one of those things. They're not really. I don't want to say they're not helping themselves. They are trying to help forward the technology. I think there's quite a lot of good tech in it, as I believe.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've just recently seen that Microsoft are taking a big hit on the Series consoles, which is not unusual, on these on tech. A lot of companies sell stuff at a loss because they know they're going to make the money back on the software that you buy on it.
Yeah.
And accessories as well.
And accessories and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think Sony are taking
because they
any
know
loss
that
on
people
this.
like us will buy a $70 controller because it's purple.
Oh, no, it's transparent.
Yeah, it was transparent then, which is even better. I mean, I'm not being funny there, Jen, but Dutch top trumped you there.
With the carbon fiber and blue.
But yeah,
Right.
no, I don't think Sony are taking any loss on this. I
Yeah.
don't think they've said, "Oh, we'll sell this at a loss to try and get more people in." They're just selling this at full whack. So whatever they sell,
They
it
already
for,
announced, like, what was it, a year ago, that they're already selling the PlayStation at a profit,
Jen,
and then
you
they
have
up
to
the
buy this.
price.
Jen, you have to
and
buy
then they up
this.
the price. Yeah.
I agree.
I
Actually,
probably will.
Jen, I was going to say I actually agree there. The Switch
right,
Pro
yeah.
controller is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I will grab it. Not right
Eh, eh.
away, but I will grab it.
And the sticks are in the right place. Look.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
actually,
don't know why my
Jen,
ones.
I was going to say, you know what? It'll be cheaper just so you can kind of feel what a Switch Pro controller's like. Do you know them DPD controllers? They're pretty much identical to the Switch Pro controller, and it's specifically in its layout.
I can't. Oops. I
Mick
mean,
felt.
Oh, there we go.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, there he is.
The
and
DPD.
it's even got the
Oh,
like programmable buttons on the back, and
Oh, yeah.
I think it's dead. I don't think it's charged. Yeah, but it lights up.
nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably pick one up. Not
That's
right
as
now.
good.
Maybe
That's
next
as
month.
good. That's as good as the Pro controller, because I had a Pro controller before this, and it's almost identical.
Yeah.
The only problem is because it's not an official, even though it's obviously licensed,
Yeah.
it's not an official Nintendo product. You can't reprogram the buttons. 'Cause Nintendo will only let you do it on official products, not on anybody else's,
Right.
which is dog shit.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, well, welcome to Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, I know. I've
It's too
dealt
late to
with
cancel.
Nintendo long enough. you
Yeah.
know. I just don't support them as much as I used to.
Oh, exactly the
Because
same. I get the
they never
occasional game
change.
for it. I've got a good little catalog of games on it. Mario Kart 8,
Yeah.
which is still awesome.
I'll be
Pokemon.
pre-ordering the not Breath of the Wild, the Kingdom of Tears or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just basically because there's no point in not, like you said earlier on, their games never go down in price.
Yeah.
Especially their first party games.
Yeah.
Like they might knock a $5 off
Yeah.
a Christmas sale
If you're lucky. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm surprised I managed to pre-order Pokemon Violet for 42 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
£7 off
did you get that? Did you get that from Amazon though, or was
Yeah.
that on the
Amazon.
Yeah, that's why, because Amazon are taking the hit on that, not Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazon.
So I'll be
pays
doing
full
the
price
same,
too.
and with Nintendo, it's the one console where you should definitely be buying physical, because buying a memory card that can store enough
Oh,
data
man.
to store those cards on is more expensive and less
Yep.
reliable than actually buying the memory
Yeah.
sticks, and you can
Jen-
carry them
Jen-
around with you and swap them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
So-
32 gigs. You have 32 gigs of memory. That's it.
Yeah.
So 5 games and you're finished.
I think I've got a
I've got a memory card as well, but even then I've got
256
like 10
plus.
games total between the memory card
Yeah.
and the Switch. I'm like, woohoo!
So there are 256 or a 512 gigabyte card in mine,
Yeah.
and I've got a few games on there.
Oh,
But I
sorry.
just
It's
don't
a
see the
64
point.
OLED, Jen.
Yeah, well, that's what I ordered as an OLED. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Woohoo!
I was just gonna get the Switch Lite. I thought I'll just get the Switch Lite. I won't.
No,
I
no,
won't be using
no.
it that much. And then I
No.
thought I'm gonna get the Switch OLED.
Yeah, I would definitely
Yeah, quick!
go
I changed my
for,
mind.
go for a standard or go for the OLED, just because you can take the
The Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons off.
Yeah,
Because
and that's what I
on those
also
Switch
thought about,
lights, they
'cause-
break, and then the system's useless because you can't take them off.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I thought. Stick drift is an issue with those Joy-Cons.
Big issue.
But you can send them to Nintendo and they fix it. Because mine are fixed now like
they're in
4 or 5
warranty.
times. Yeah, 4 or 5 times.
Have you ever dealt with Nintendo's customer service
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Do they have a similar system to PlayStation where you have to like
They
be a
are-
level
they
4
are-
subscriber?
They are the people that PlayStation look at and go, "We want to be like those guys."
Here, Mick, here in Holland, Nintendo is great. I sent my Joy-Cons like four times, I think, and all times it went well. And like within 2 weeks, they were back and repaired. So
I bought a brand new Nintendo DS XL, the Zelda version, pre-ordered it, got it in the whatever, it was something like in October or September or something like that. But it was a Christmas present for my son. So we kept it till Christmas, and then he opened it up and the screen didn't work. And they said, "Oh, would you like to buy another one?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't work. Fix it. We don't have any more of them."
What are the third-party Joy-Cons like for Nintendo Switch?
I don't know. I only have first party. I don't know.
Yeah, I always stick to the official ones, so I couldn't tell you about the Joy-Cons.
I to be honest, on Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, I only buy the first party stuff. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
even the headsets are all first party. So.
Yeah, I would say just
Because I will need to get some purple Joy-Cons.
I would if that was the
Yeah,
case,
you
I would
can
say
do
just
'em.
get yourself one
Yeah,
of them controllers.
Yeah, there's this. I've got purple one.
Yeah.
It's purple with yellow, I think. But...
Yeah, purple and yellow. That's what I'm seeing here, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're downstairs. I think the kids have them downstairs.
But yes, back to the PSVR anyway. Vin, is this being Pony Vin, ultimate Uncharted fanboy? Do you
Oh, don't forget Spider-Man. I'm now Spider-Man. So
Spider-Man fanboy as well? I would Jen will be happy now then.
We don't want him over here on the pony side. He keeps talking about Sonic.
Sonic is also on PS5, Jen. So and on Switch OLED as well.
Yeah, but that's Sega.
and on PC Master Race as well.
But Vinny, are you likely
Yeah.
to try out the PSVR 2, or is that a hard miss because of the price?
I want to try it because it's one of the reasons I wanted the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because of the cheaper VR set. So, but I expected, because PSVR 1 was a bit too overpriced, it didn't sell that well. I was expecting the PSVR 2. I thought it would be like $3.99. I expected it. So they, it would be cheaper and then sell it at a loss, like the Xbox does.
Yeah.
But then sell more, so more people can enjoy it, and they sell more VR games. But apparently not. Jim Ryan is still in charge, so everything gets more expensive.
Yeah.
But it's the same, I'm gonna wait for a sale.
Yeah.
When it's like $3.99, I will buy it. And
Yeah.
I will try it. So because I don't have a NASA PC or a Meta thing you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I'm a console only gamer, and
It's a console warrior.
yeah, no, not warrior, but I'm a console only gamer, and I still consider myself a true gamer. I play Sonic, so I'm a real I'm a real gamer.
I'm ignore that. I'm ignore that.
I'm
You also
I
put
wa-
pineapple on your pizza, Vin.
yeah,
So
of course.
Time out for the pineapple on pizza.
But I'm still gonna. I want to try it, but at a decent price. I think $3.99 would be a decent price. Maybe a loss for Sony, but win for me. And then they sell more games, so win for them. So Jim Ryan just needs to listen to me. We all be happy. And I hope there's some decent games coming, and that make the price worthy. But I think it's a bit weird that you can buy the machine and then you still need to buy a charger separate from the machine. But it's completely
I mean, this
weird
is
for
the
me.
company that gives you this terrible wire to charge your controller.
Yeah.
Bloody garbage.
It's still transparent.
That's how bad it is. It's transparent.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's awful.
I
It's
see
like,
it now.
it's like a charger you get on a fucking airplane.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh.
like cheap and chatty. I know.
Oh, for that controller you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the PlayStation controllers, the charger is terrible.
Yeah, but I don't get why they make the wire so short these days.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They
it's-
make them like
it's-
1 foot long. You're like hugging
Yeah.
your TV.
I don't get that, but I know I still want to try it. I hope it goes down in price quickly because they have too much stock because nobody buys it at this price. and then I can buy one for cheap. That's the main idea.
Yeah.
I want it. That I have to admit, I hope like General said, that Horizon thing is going to be a complete game and not just a tech demo.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be awesome in VR. That the way it looked, the teaser. I think that looked awesome. So I hope it's gonna be a cool game, and I hope VR2 will drop in price soon. And I see the Mick is smiling, so he's watching another Sonic trailer.
He's muted.
You can talk all you want. You're muted.
You're muted.
No, I really want to.
You're muted, Mick.
Oh, just leave him be. Leave him be.
I
Okay,
just said I was playing Monkey Island because you were talking, so I zoned out. I heard Sonic again for the 50th time, 50,000th time, and just thought, wow.
Mick, I told you, if there's complaints, go to your above neighbor. That he's the one who he kept asking me. So
No, you know I'm interested in it, mate. So
yeah, I know.
Jen, what about you? Is PSVR something that might interest you again in the future, or?
No, I've spoke at lengths before about my interest in VR. I'm not really even interested in it on PC. I get motion sickness easy just for being in a car. So yeah, I'm not really into VR. I've tried it with PSVR1. Didn't go much on it. Had issues with it, feeling nauseous, and it's not something I would spend that money on just to find out that I'm still motion sickness because it's just me and VR don't work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not willing to do that.
there's only one game that's actually made me actually think about buying VR, and that is Half-Life Alex.
There is another game that does pique my interest other than that Half-Life Alex, and it's a Walking Dead game, not based on the shitty TV show, because we all know how that TV show went.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's called Saints and Sinners, and I believe that is coming to PS5.
I came to season 7, then I quit. I don't know.
You didn't miss anything.
No, I know.
It apparently actually ends next week, and I'm interested to see how crap the ending is, so I can laugh at it, and then also cry that I wasted 12 years of my life on that TV series.
The only thing, Negan is coming to The Boys. That's a good thing.
Yes. Yep.
I can't wait for that. Boys is brilliant.
Is it confirmed? Is he gonna be a soup or?
I'd imagine it'd probably be a superhero, like proper douchey one as well.
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
Homelander.
100%. Yeah.
It'd just be Negan, but with superpowers.
Yeah. With his bat.
I love that show, man. I love that show.
But
It's so good.
for me with VR as well, it's especially PlayStation VR 2. Like, I personally don't know how you can personally justify getting one at launch when you don't know what any of the games are like. Like, it's a bit different when you already have a PSVR 1, for instance, and you've got a back catalogue of PSVR 1 games, so you know what to expect. So when another PSVR game comes out, you kind of have a good inclination of what it's about and how good it is. But with these being brand new games for a brand new system, and no one's played either the system or the games, it's kind of hard to know what you're buying or how good the system or the game is. Or as Jen mentioned, how long is that experience for? Is it a long game? Is it like a 10-hour game? Is it 15 hours? Is it just 2?
That is the big problem with most VR experiences, even on PC. They're short.
Yep.
There's very few games that go the extra length and are full experiences, like Half-Life Alex, for instance.
Yeah.
That's a full game, a full VR experience.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the most what's the best VR game at the moment then? The best one.
Alex.
Probably Half-Life Alex, from
Yep.
what I've heard, and I've not played it, so
And
I can't.
that's actually coming. I know
can't say
that.
it's good.
I'm pretty sure they're saying Alex is coming to PS5 VR 2.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So yeah, if it's not, that's not coming at launch, then
No, it's
I'd
not,
say
no.
wait,
Yeah.
get the VR when that comes out, because that'll be worth it
Yeah.
then,
Yeah, but the Horizon
Might
thing is
have had a
coming at
price
launch,
drop
right?
by then.
Yeah.
or a price rise.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan tax.
Yeah. Jim Ryan tax.
Yeah.
It's
Buy
now
it now,
700.
actually. Yeah, I changed my mind. Buy it now.
They do
buy
it
it before the
quickly.
scalpers price rise it, and then PlayStation have the idea to price rise it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I'm wondering though if they had plans to release it cheaper than that, but they upped the price because they thought we'll up it now and avoid the uproar like we did with like we got with the PlayStation 5 price increase.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that when they do a price increase, it's not as bad.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for me, the drawback still is waiting to see how good these experiences are. Not just the price, because I think the price is still far too steep for a regular consumer. As Vin mentioned, he's going to wait for a price reduction, significant one. Jen's going to see how good them experiences are before he even thinks about potentially getting one. And Mick's exactly the same. If he wanted to try VR, he'd try a decent one on PC. So I think we're all in the same boat.
I think if I was to ever get into VR, I'd probably get into VR on PC.
Yeah.
But
Dutch, you
I
can
probably won't.
you can arrange something, right? You can be you can get a review copy from PlayStation.
They wouldn't give us a review headset though.
Oh, okay.
I might get a game, but I'd never get the headset. They'd be like, "Hell no, buy that one yourself."
I can't wait for Nintendo to do VR and they just send you a cardboard headset.
They already
like
have.
did with
Yeah,
their
it was
cardboard
cardboard.
stuff.
Yeah,
Really? They did?
yeah, from
Oh, I'm behind.
carton.
Yeah, it was the cardboard
That's
thing. They
ridiculous.
turned
Yeah,
that into a
the
VR
cardboard
headset,
thing,
a
yeah.
cardboard VR headset. It was terrible.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh dear me.
Here's a $60 carton. Here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nintendo are the only company that can sell you cardboard for $60.
And
or
it sells
$70.
well.
You know the
And it
you know what
sells.
the most beautiful thing is? The box that Amazon puts it in has more carton than a $60 thing from
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all, because Amazon like putting cardboard boxes in cardboard boxes in cardboard boxes. You buy a tiny little memory stick and there's like a fucking cardboard box this big. You're like, what's this? What the hell have I ordered? Oh yeah, it's just this memory stick.
That's funny with Amazon. You're expecting it to come in like this tiny little like envelope, and then it's like this massive bloody box.
Yeah, you wonder why it didn't fit through the door.
Have they sent me the wrong item? You're thinking at the time, what the fuck?
Oh,
You
It's
open it,
Or,
and you've
or
got to
like
dig
me.
through like piles and piles of this shitty white cardboard paper, and just to find your item. It's like
Or like
searching for a
me, you get
needle
a
in a
box.
haystack.
You get a box and there's nothing in it. The other day, I ordered something off Amazon, and there was nothing in it. It was empty.
like nice.
Oh.
That's the thing though. It's
Sorry,
like
Vento. Sorry. We can't joke about Lebo, Vento. Vento says it's actually very, very well designed. Sorry, Vento. It's still carton.
But yeah,
Labo,
it's
all right,
hilarious.
Lab,
It's
no.
hilarious, and you always wonder why it didn't fit through the door. You order the smallest item, and you're like, oh, that'll just go through the door. They're like, we couldn't deliver your item. You're like, why?
We've left it at a neighbour's house.
Why? It was
Or
tiny.
we've
Put it through
behind
the
the
door.
bin.
Like, no, we're just gonna put it in the most obscenely huge thing for the tiniest of items, and then the big items they put in the most tightly packed boxes. They're like, this one will just fit.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you have to then you grab your knife to take away the tape.
Yeah.
And then you cut your item to shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no in between. It's either far too big or just fits. Oh,
It beats me.
dear.
Who the hell do they train?
Oh, I
Get-
think they do it
get
on
to train
purpose.
their
I think they
staff.
do it on purpose. There was VDVL. You might have seen that YouTube channel where they do the. I think I've sent you links to them before, where they do the PUBG piss takes and things like that all the time. They had a show called Board.
FIFA La Bam.
Yes, yeah. They had a show
Oh, yeah.
called Board on YouTube, and they've got a guy that works in the stock room, and he does all the packaging. And there was literally a skit on there where someone's like, "Oh, can you send that out in the post?" And he's like, but it's like 5 to 5, and he's just about to close up, so he obnoxiously packs it. He puts it in a little bag, and then gets a box and puts it in that box, and then put another box and another box and another box. And he's like, "Not quite done yet." And then you'll go and tape that one up, and then put it in another box. It's like, there you go.
Russian nesting dolls, but with Amazon packages.
I do that with the kids at Christmas to make them think they've got good presents.
Yeah.
Uh,
Packing them. Huge. Oh dear me. But yes. Last topic for today, we're going to be talking about, of course, the Halo update. So of course, eventually, Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite got its long-awaited winter update, which of course added both co-op and the Forge beta, so a significant update. A lot of additional content, thankfully, eventually. But of course, we know a lot of people have been waiting on this specifically to actually play co-op, which they've been waiting on since launch. Mick, I did see you comment on Twitter to quite a few people as well, saying I'd love to play this and I can't wait to play this in co-op again.
You're muted again, Mick.
Sorry, I missed that because I was just being spoken to.
All
Sorry.
right. Yeah, I'm saying I did see you comment a few times as well, saying that you can't wait to play the co-op with quite a few of your friends, including Chris and things like that. So, what's your thoughts on this eventually long-awaited update coming to Halo?
I'm looking forward to it. I have been looking forward to it. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. It's all downloaded, ready to go. Obviously, with Sea Tuesdays last night and this tonight, I haven't had a chance to touch it. But I'm hoping maybe tomorrow, me and Chris might be able to get on it and give it a try. It's going to be interesting because he hasn't actually finished the campaign. He started it but fell off it because he was just he wanted to play it in campaign in co-op, like we always used to. I carried on through and finished it, but quite happy to go back. There were some collectibles that I missed, especially in those early missions. I'm hoping, I don't know whether, maybe you guys know this, I haven't actually seen it, but they were talking about being able to replay some of those old missions.
Yes, yeah, chapter select, yeah.
Is that in this update, or is that
I have
not?
no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a bit of a nuisance because you can't, your collectibles and stuff don't carry over into your save if you start a new game. So if you start a new one, you're basically starting from scratch.
They don't, but if you know which collectibles you missed, actually, when you start a new game,
carry over, but not.
I was going to say, when you start a new game, the collectibles you've already picked up don't show.
Yeah.
Because I've done this myself. So the ones you've picked up don't show. You can't pick them back up again because you've collected them.
Oh, okay.
So only the ones you've missed are still visible.
I might have to watch a video just to make sure I don't miss, because it's a few just in the first couple of missions that I've missed.
Mine were the Spartan audio logs.
I didn't want to start again.
Spartan audio logs and a couple of the banished ones, but not many. I think I'm on like 98% for banished.
Yeah, I think I missed one or two of them. I think I got all the Spartan ones actually by chance.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of other intel pieces, I think, isn't there, or something else that you can collect?
Yeah.
Can't remember now. But anyway, I need to just sort of, before we do it, I need to just go in and double check that I know where they are. And then hopefully, like I said, hopefully I can get on and play some of that tomorrow, I'm hoping. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm glad it's got the Forge.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really big for it, and I've already seen quite a few people posting stuff. I know that the guys, there's a couple of guys who made Sightless Combat. There's a what they call Medusa level.
Yeah.
It is a accessibility level, and basically it's a big. If you imagine a square room with 4 large square sections in the middle, so it's like a series of corridors, and you can't look up and down.
Yeah.
Only look straight, but you have to shoot by sound. So you basically it makes a thud noise when you pass someone.
Right.
You've got to be quick enough to hit that button before they move, and you've lost them again.
Yeah.
And we played it last year, I think it was now. Might have been earlier this year, and I had to wear a blindfold, and we all played it together, and it was good. It was different. It was interesting. As obviously somebody who can see,
yeah,
it's like crazy to see how good they were. they were killing us most of the time because they could just so quick at reflexing when they hear stuff. They're there.
Yeah.
And you're like, I think I heard something. You just start shooting like crazy, hoping you'll hit something, you know. But yeah, it was good fun. But the guys who made that have said that now Forge is available, they're going to remake it.
Nice.
So that he can do it again. So we'll be playing that again sometime on a Sunday. So keep your eye out for that if you're watching my streams.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Definitely. Forge was one of my big things for it as well. And one of the positive things I have seen is that a lot of the Forge creations from both the community and from the Halo devs are going to be making their way into regular circulation in the maps for multiplayer. So obviously the good news is, of course, you will get an influx of maps into the regular multiplayer rotation, which is one of the biggest gripes we had, of course, which was lack of map content, essentially, in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Lack of places to play, new areas to play on, and things like that. And one of the ones I'm really looking forward to, personally, that I've seen on Twitter a few times, is the Toy Story Andy's Room. That looks phenomenal.
And the Jenga blocks in there and stuff.
Everything, all the toys and the bed and the roller coaster, and yeah, it looks unbelievable. And I've seen Middle Earth Hobbiton or whatever it's called has been done.
I'd like to see that.
There's quite a numerous ones, but just to see all that stuff come into regular rotation, I think it'll be brilliant. And we know that they're using Forge to create some of the older maps. Which is the only way they can do it without porting over the older maps, which would actually take longer. So they're using Forge to recreate the older maps in the newest engine and then bring them into rotation as well. So
is that community people that are doing that, or is that Halo?
The mixture.
Is that
both community and Halo devs are kind of both working on the maps to bring them back.
Watch the community do it better, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, they
always do it better.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Especially when it comes to 343.
Yeah,
because within 343 they've usually got one guy working on a map, like especially in Forge they'll have just a team of people working on maps, whereas outside of that the community usually have a number of people working on a map, a singular one, and just all of their time
but
is
some
on
of those
that map.
community members that can knock those maps out in a day.
Yeah,
like one person will sit there and make an entire map remade to a T in a day, and it makes you think, what the hell are 343 doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
But also the positive thing is now we don't have to rely on 343 to get maps out. Because they will be putting community created maps into rotation. Yeah.
No, that's for you, Drew. I don't know if you see the score.
Well, again, is it Excelsior we're playing tonight?
No, it's your club versus.
Oh,
Vitesse,
Newcastle, is it? 2s each. I haven't looked at the score. It's interesting.
Newcastle's playing also.
Ajax are playing 2-2 and Newcastle's playing as well, yeah. Nils each so far.
Oh, and Newcastle's doing great now.
Yeah, there they are. Really good.
I love the new shirt. The shirt is awesome, man. We get that brand next year as well, Castore.
Oh, Castor, yeah.
Yeah, that's British, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
We get that next year as well.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so both teams are drawing tonight. Sweet.
You know, we are up tomorrow. We can be above you then.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past you. We've had a bit of a slip this year.
What do you think about us?
Yeah. But yeah, Vin, Halo.
Yeah.
What do you make of this update? Are you going to be going back to Halo after this update, or?
I am going back, but
Yeah.
I hope, and that's the only thing I have. I hope a lot of people will, because I think it's too late.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people made the jump to like Warfare 2 and what's the other game called?
Battlefield.
Battlefield. Yeah.
A lot of Halo fans went back to Destiny.
Yeah, so it's like me, you know, Jen. I was one of them, you know. I love Destiny again. I completed the entire season.
I want to play
Plunder.
Destiny again so bad, but there's so many other games out at the moment to take my time up. I think I'm just going to wait for Lightfall and then come back to Destiny.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. But you know, I made a jump as well. I was exactly the same.
Mm.
But I think it's gonna be hard to get those players from Destiny 2, Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield 2042 to get them away and back to Halo. I think it took too long
Yeah.
to release the co-op and the Forge thing. I hope they can restore it, but I honestly think it's too late. I hope not, because I love Halo. I would jump in back if it was more varied in the multiplayer side.
Yeah.
Because when Halo released and we were playing it with the community, with midweek, and we were all online on the big team battle and stuff with Erwin and Jordan and all of them. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
But after that, it was like 2 months later, it was dead. And you can't come out 6 months or 8 months after that with the first big good update. I think it's too late, but I hope not.
It's funny how in an entire year there's only been 2 maps. 2 maps.
Yeah,
Two bloody maps. That is
Yeah.
not acceptable.
But I think if you look at the player count, I'm not sure, but I think if you're gonna look at it now, it dropped massively after 2 months. And
Especially on PC. I think
Yeah.
on PC, not long after, most people went back to Master Chief Collection.
Oh, okay, yeah, because
And Master Chief Collection had a bigger player base than Infinite.
Yeah, but that's crazy, right? I mean, you have the Master Chief Collection, and you come with a new game, but with so much less modes.
Hmm.
It's crazy. You can't come with a game with so few options. That's not good. It's not good. But I hope it's not too late, because I think the banter at 3 for 3 is ridiculous. It's going way too far. But I hope it's not too late, but I think it is, to be honest. But I will jump back in.
Yep. Awesome stuff. Jen, I know you've got big thoughts on this one.
Everything that's coming out now, I was excited for 12 months ago.
Mm.
I'm not now.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I just don't care. Maybe I'll jump back in at some point, but at the moment, I've got too many other games to play.
No, but Jen, what if it's a community night?
Likely, if there's a community night, I'll make
And
time
you
for
get
that.
addicted again.
But
Then that's the point.
honestly, Vin, at the moment, I can't see that happening. Whether it does or not, I don't know, because it's been so lackluster with Halo, and even before Infinite came out, you could see with Halo 5, it went in a similar direction. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't as bad with Halo 5 as it is with Infinite, but I'm just over Halo being treated as if it's a second-class game on Xbox.
Mm.
It's the face of the console. It shouldn't be treated like it's bottom of the most important to make.
Yeah, but I think, to be honest, and that's not just Halo. It's the whole Xbox group. Outside of the coalition, I think. But even if you look at games like Fable that are in development, or Perfect Dark, for example, we've seen some.
Yeah, but
small
I cut them
stuff,
some
but-
slack there because
Yeah, but
we haven't
but-
had a Fable game in so many years.
No, but
They
that's
haven't
it,
released a
but-
Fable game that was half-assed like they have multiple times with
Yeah, but
Halo
where,
in
where,
recent years.
where-
Like
where-
5
where
was
is-
half-assed.
No, but the Jen, where is everything? Where is the hype? Where is the build up to the hype?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
fully get you. I was hyped for
it's 5
E3
years,
this
huh?
year, and
5 years
there was
ago,
nothing new there that we saw that got me excited for the future of Xbox. It's all fine and dandy seeing what's coming out in the next 12 months, but the
Yeah.
large majority of all the stuff that was shown at E3 is
We already knew.
third-party stuff, and
Yeah, or we already knew.
the stuff that I like and I'm excited to play. But when I invest in a platform, I'm investing in a platform to play its exclusives. It's why now I have a PlayStation 5 and soon to be a Switch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting it for their exclusives.
Yeah, but
Where are the exclusives?
No, but that's the point, right? I mean, if a game is like a year away,
I can't really call them exclusives because they all come to PC anyway. But
Yeah,
you get my
okay,
point.
but-
It's
Yeah, I
It's
get your point, but like if you announce a game, that's a year in development, okay. But we've seen the Fable teaser like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We've seen
we've had no updates on that.
no,
Not even a fresh trailer to go, look, the vision might have changed a little bit. Here's here's what our new vision of Fable looks like,
Exactly.
or something like that. Just give
and-
us something.
Yeah, and then you had the Perfect Dark teaser. Everything is
What-
just a small teaser, and where is
What
it?
pisses me off about like this whole E3 stuff is, yeah, it's kind of annoying at times to see CGI trailers, but you get this small vocal minority that scream loudly on Twitter about CGI trailers. But at least a CGI trailer gives you some form of
Yeah.
idea of what's coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
I think
And
we've pretty much said though now that a CGI trailer is a good thing to have at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
course
think
it
a
is.
CGI trailer is what you want to see first.
Yeah, yeah.
After
But
that,
I'd take the
that's when
CGI
you wanna
trailer
start.
of over waiting. How many years has it been since Fable? What?
5 years
5.
at least. At least.
I'd take another CGI trailer over nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's the point, you know. I also got a PS5, you know, for the same reason.
Mm.
And I want to be excited for Xbox. I really want to be. 'Cause I know you guys are all excited by Starfield, but I'm not. And that's just me, you know. But I'm excited for a Fable, but they don't show me shit. It's been 5 years. Come on, show me something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, I get, you know, if you're into those games like Skyrim and Starfield and stuff, I get that you're excited. You know, I'm happy for the people that want to play that. But where's the rest? It's all Starfield. That's it.
See, I miss the days when it was back on the 360 era and you'd get these little developer update videos that
Yeah.
will tease a little bit of gameplay here and there for something, and they'll tell you it's in early development, and you'll take that and you'll go, yeah, it's in early development. This is what the game could look like when it comes out. I'll take that over nothing.
I mean,
I'll
you
take
can say,
prototype footage over absolutely nothing.
you can say
Just
what you
as long
want
as they
about Sony,
preface it as work in progress,
But
and then it
you
might
can-
change.
Exactly, but you can say what you want about Sony, but everybody's excited for Wolverine. What have you seen? Just a
I'm
CGI
excited for
trailer.
Wolverine. I'm a Marvel
Yeah.
fanboy.
Yeah, but of course, but even I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't like superheroes. I played Spider-Man. Insomniac is making it, so I'm excited. It's just a CGI trailer. Where's the rest of Xbox? Come on, we have to. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know.
There's more than Starfield. What?
Hmm.
Show me something. Where is it?
Yep. I'm still eagerly awaiting the next Gears of War game. I know it's a while off, but I'd take a small CG
man.
trailer of that at this point. Just give me fucking something, man. I'm
Yeah, bonus.
dehydrating over here with
Yeah.
Xbox.
give me a boner, Coalition. Come on.
I was going to say, I think the one bonus we've got, and obviously we'll be covering it later on next month, but the one bonus we'll have is the Game Awards is coming up shortly, and we know Sony and Nintendo and Xbox use this as their final kind of platform to show off something new for next year. So I'm fully expecting all three, and we know they do, and we know.
See, Xbox need to come to the Game Awards with something bigger than just Hellblade.
But I
We've
still
seen
want
that for the
Hellblade's
last
release
2
date, man.
years.
I still want
I
Hellblade's
still want to see
release.
that.
Yeah.
I still want to
Or-
see that without a doubt.
Or gameplay, or Hellblade
But-
2 gameplay. That's
You can't come to the Game of the Year or the awards for the 3rd year
And
and
only
show
show
Hellblade
Hellblade.
again without showing something else as well.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
people want to see something else that you're working on.
Yeah.
We've seen Hellblade numerous amount of times. Show me some proper gameplay. Give me a release date for that, and then show me something new because I'm sick of waiting.
But both.
Jen,
Oh,
what if it's skill bound being finished by Capcom?
no.
To be honest, Vin, I'd take that at this fucking point.
I know,
just
but we
give
know.
me something. Probably won't play it, but at least I can go. At least they've shown something.
I was gonna say I know both. Well, to be fair, I think everybody here wants to see Fable because I know Mick, you've got a Fable controller. Now that we created for you that you haven't been able to use yet.
Yeah, still haven't used it.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
waiting
got a
for the game.
Fable Series
how
S.
How long
That's
do you have
sitting
that
here.
now, Nick? How long do you have that now?
Got about a year now, is it?
Might
I
be
thought
more.
longer. I thought longer. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
Was
I
that
think
did
a
I
year and a half?
did I do the Fable controller before or after the Series S?
Oh, before, long before.
Oh, so then yeah, at
Right.
least a year then.
Yeah.
Dear me.
Yeah.
Ah. And I've got the Fable console, and that's sitting there just looking pretty, but no Fable to play on it. Oh dear me.
I can't.
it
I
would be
can't wait.
cool,
I can't wait for that game. But in its defense, I know that it'd be nice to have a trailer. I heard something about it, but I'm more. I just want them to get it right.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the waiting more than
I think,
anything.
and this
I'm
is
tired of the waiting, but I'm used to the waiting at this point.
I was going to
won't
say
used to it.
on Fable's side,
I just really hope that next year is the turnaround where
This
things
year
start getting
is-
shown.
I was
this
going to say
year
in
has been
Xbox's defense on
fucking
Fable's
atrocious.
side, on Fable's side on Xbox's defense, Mike Ybarra, Major Nelson, Aaron Greenberg, and Phil Spencer have all seen the game, played the game, and want them to show it off now. And the Fable devs have said, no,
No.
we will show it off
should
when
show
we
something.
feel
They
like
should
it's
show
ready to show
something.
off.
I'd take the smallest 1 second snippet at this point.
So Xbox are going.
So,
Oh,
so
show
basically,
it.
you want an abandoned style trailer.
Yeah, but we all know this one. Well, then again, the last Fable game was abandoned, so I can't speak about that.
No, I mean, this is Vin mentioned a good point.
Did you? Sorry, just to interrupt. When you said there about that old one, did you hear that thing that Jez said about that game was cancelled because of bloody Phil Spencer?
Yeah.
I knew I hated that man even more than I already do. Oh man, that man has killed so many things, and now I find out he's killed a Fable game.
Oh,
as
you
well.
mean Phil Harrison?
Phil Harrison? Sorry,
I was like Phil Spencer.
no, sorry.
Yeah, I was a bit
I
confused as well.
got Phil in my head there, but yeah, no, Phil Harrison. Sorry, yeah, he cancelled that. Then he wanted it to be the what was it? He wanted it to be.
Fable Legends?
Yeah, he wanted it to be like a
Game as a service,
Games as a
like live
service.
service
yeah,
game.
games as a service game. It was him that pushed it in that direction, like, and I was like, no.
See, that's my biggest fear for Gears of War, because we all know Gears of War has a niche multiplayer fan base.
Yeah.
People get into it when it first comes out, but they quickly tap out of that game because the shotgun meta is the dominating thing in that game.
Yeah.
And that will be Gears of War until the day it dies. It wouldn't be Gears of War without that.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like they're going to make it a free-to-play game, so more people are playing it.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want to see it.
I don't
that's
think
what we've got with
Coalition
Halo.
would. I don't think Coalition would.
They spent way too much time and effort in the story. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I agree there. I
The
think
story won't be free to play. The story will be like a Halo.
I don't
Infinite
even
thing
think the
where they charge you
multiplayer
money.
will, because I think that they know their fan base would just boot right off. I think they'd lose too much if they changed it.
They did. They
It'd
don't
be a
want to
shame
become
if
the
it's an
next- they
internal
don't want to
decision,
become the
though,
next
and it's not
Halo.
theirs.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be the next Halo.
No.
Believe me.
No, I think
hope
Coalition are
not.
too good for that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, on like I say, on the Fable side, that isn't an Xbox decision. They want to show it because they think it's ready to show. It's Playground that are saying nah, not yet. We'll when we feel it's ready, we'll show it, but we're not ready to.
I'll take a 2-second clip of a character kicking
But-
a chicken.
I was going to say, as Vin was pointing out earlier, though, and yes, I know it's a new thing for Playground games, but like you do with Insomniac, you trust what they make because they've made great games. So you're like, oh, I can trust them to come out with a great game. For me, with Fable, I trust Playground with that because Playground have been on top. So I know Fable's going to be great. I know graphically it's going to be amazing. I know it's going to run like a dream. So it's just, do they get the story right? Do they get the combat right? Fine.
But at least, at this point, they should have at least, there's this Fable 1 anniversary, right?
Yeah.
For all the waiting, there's no games coming out on Xbox first party. At least made Fable 2 anniversary, make it remastered, to give the fans something to play while they're waiting, get the hype going. And, PlayStation is remastering The Last of Us for like the, 100th time?
Yeah.
Give us.
That's just
give
for
us
money.
something, At least.
I will be buying that shit again on PlayStation 6. You watch.
But I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. It's business, and every generation console has its new gamers coming in. So I get it. But Xbox can do the same. It's so easy. Why make it yourself so difficult? You have a vault full of good IPs. You have good games. games nobody played before because they weren't on Xbox.
Yeah.
Remaster them. If people are coming to Xbox now, give them the games, remaster it, show them what you got. Where is it? There's literally
It's
nothing.
kind of like they've got the subscription service to do it, but they're not.
No.
They could be remastering all this stuff and putting it straight into Game Pass, and people will be eating
Exactly. And people will be hyped, the build up to the next game they are creating will be bigger. Where's the hype? There's nothing at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get 2 new maps in 8 months on Halo. Come on. Even as much as I love Hot Wheels, I'm a huge Hot Wheels fan, but we're even recycling the DLC packages for Forza now. Come on.
Yeah. I agree. Well, like I say, last push of the year is the Game Awards. Of course, we will be covering that as well.
I'm excited for that.
I'm
I do get
quite looking
excited
forward
for
to
the
it, to be fair.
Game Awards.
Yeah, quite
Yeah,
looking
but
forward
What
to it.
time's
Me
that?
too,
What time's that one on this year?
Probably
God
at
knows.
1 in the morning or something like that.
I'm also excited, Jen, because I'm gonna bust your ass. Sonic will be
What
Game of the
day?
Year.
What date is that on, by the way?
Ooh, that's a
Is it
good
the
question.
8th of December? Or
I think so.
Something like that.
I think it's something like that.
Okay. I'm not sure what day that is, but
Thursday.
is it a Thursday? I was going to say it usually
think so.
falls in. It usually
Yeah,
falls in
Thursday,
January.
December 8th. Probably be around 1 in the
Midnight for
morning,
us.
from midnight maybe to 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It goes
No
with
good
that with
for me.
their long-winded orchestras.
Yeah.
I'll catch up in the morning then.
So, but what do you guys want to see then? If all 3 are showing up, what do you want to see from each?
I'd like to see more Wolverine, but I feel that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to show that Last of Us factions because they seem to like to show off Last of Us at Jeff Keighley's stuff. So yeah, I can't wait to pay for a multiplayer game mode that was supposed to come with The Last of Us Part 2 for $70.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Nintendo then?
Yeah.
Nintendo, do Nintendo usually show up to these events
No.
with an announcement?
Not usually.
Probably not. But who knows? Maybe they'll
But I-
announce the next gen Switch, and I just wasted my money on Switch.
They probably, if they did,
I'll
they'd
cry
probably
if they do.
maybe show a bit more of Zelda. Maybe
Yeah.
now it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
announced.
Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Xbox, I'd be happy with a teaser trailer for Gear 6, but I feel that's still far away.
Yeah.
You
Even just to see their other project.
I
Just
I
show
was
us
about
that.
to say they've said they're working on the other project first, so you're gonna get that before you get Gears. So.
Yeah, show us that. It's time to show us that.
I was going to say I'd
Just show
love
us
to
a trailer.
see. I'd love to see a little bit of Fable, and I'd love to see eventually get the Hellblade 2 release date. I think it's close. I don't think it's far off getting a release date.
I
for
hope
Hellblade
so.
2.
I hope so. Especially after coming off the bat of God of War Ragnarok. Not long after that, if they show an announcement trailer for the release date of Hellblade, I'll be excited after playing Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I think we might get some motorsport news if they're gonna show anything
Yeah,
off.
that's a good shout. It's a good shout.
Mm.
We shall
see
see.
that. Yeah.
I don't think we'll get anything Fable. I think that's
No,
next year, late next year.
I don't
At
think
the
they're gonna do
earliest.
Forza, to be honest.
Forza's not far off.
No,
so-
but I think they don't want to show too much Forza. The last time it was Horizon 5.
Xbox seem to like to show something new at the Game Awards,
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
not. Maybe it's something brand new they'll show. Hopefully not a mid-gen refresh, and it's the Xbox Series XX.
Series
Triple X,
XXXXX.
Triple X.
Mhm.
You never
Yeah.
know. You never know.
You never know.
But that wraps up this week's show. We're going to close the poll on the voting now.
Did
The-
God of War beat?
No! What happened? No!
Will you play God of War Ragnarok? The votes are 36% say no, 28% say yes, 19% say Sonic for Life, and 15% say
What happened
waiting for
then?
sale.
Yeah.
Out of 46
happened?
votes.
I think Dutch kicked my butt.
Uh,
Oh God! But
It's a setup. I feel set up.
But yeah, awesome show with awesome chaps. It was great to have Vin back again this week. It's been a long time, but awesome having you here, brother. Of course, you run a multitude of different podcasts this week, but they can usually find you on a Sunday with
SITS.
Fleety. Yes.
Yeah.
Let people
Yeah,
know where they can find you and what you've got coming up.
Well, I'm like you say, every Sunday I'm if I'm off, I'm at SITS with Fleety, Pink Ninja Bunny, and that commentator guy. We interview streamers and content creators, and just have fun. That's every Sunday at his channels, Twitch /Fleety Snake or YouTube /Fleety Snake.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Fleety Snake. Sorry. And yeah, or you can find me on my own Twitch, and I'll be playing. At the moment, I'm playing Spider-Man. On the PlayStation 5, I'm playing Sea of Thieves with either Barry or the Jen and Mick, like yesterday. You can find me there. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on OnlyFans. You can find
OnlyFans.
me
I was waiting for that.
It's been a while.
And you can find me at the front line.
You can find
of
him
the-
playing Sonic, game of the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, you can find me on the front line of the Sega Warriors. So
He's the only one there.
I'm Cannon Flash.
Uh,
You can find me basically anywhere as Herdog Phoenix. So
Awesome stuff.
feel
Awesome
free to
stuff.
add me on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, through achievements, through trophies,
All of them.
whatever you want.
No, awesome to have you back, brother. Awesome to have you back.
Yeah, if the Jen attacks me again, I'll be back again.
Good stuff. Next up, of course, Mick. Let people know where they can find you, brother, and what you've got coming up.
Oh, sorry, Evil Fuku just came in. He was just late for the vote, so Sonic at the end still won.
I don't know if that one vote would
Vote's
change
closed.
much.
Yeah, I was going to say, voting's closed. This isn't, you're not Trump. You can't change these things.
Look, Evil,
Um,
look. That's my Sega buddy. He's my brother for life.
Yeah, so I'm obviously see you Tuesdays every Tuesday with yourself, Jen, and a few of the other guys in the community, and we don't have a guest lined up this week as yet, but working on that. Sundays streaming with Sightless Combat, although this week I won't be doing that. I do need to message him about that, obviously, because it's Remembrance Day, so I'll be down on parade.
Yeah.
So that's that. And I've got, hopefully, the my loot crate has finally shipped with my Sea of Thieves ship in a bottle. The glow in the dark ship in the bottle.
Yeah.
It's only been like 8 months or something ridiculous. So yeah, so finally, that's on its way. So hopefully I'll have an unboxing coming soon for that one. I'm not sure what else is in the loot crate, but well, I don't really care.
Het Jambeer.
So yeah, that's pretty much me. And you can find me on Twitter, Xbox Mick29, and it's the same everywhere. And just Mick29 on Xbox if anybody wants to add me.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And last but not least, of course, the general Kratos. Let people know where they can find you and what you've got coming up.
Yep, I'll be back to streaming God of War tomorrow night, around about 8 p.m. UK time. Obviously, see if Tuesdays, the weekend show as well. You can find me on Twitter, the _general_C, and on Xbox, it's the General C, but instead of an E, it's a because somehow someone has that name that I wanted. Yeah.
So the General C.
It's the General C.
Awesome stuff.
Ha.
Awesome
It was
stuff.
good to have Vin back on the show, even though I was pestering him with Sonic hate, even though I don't actually hate Sonic. But it got him on the show, so it was worth it. It's always good fun when Vin's here.
Definitely.
I will join more often.
Even though he gets timed out like 90% of the time.
Well, if I don't get timed out, I'm in trouble.
I think actually we've still, if I can find it, I think we've still got the original. 2 seconds there.
Oh, the one. It's still here.
I haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah.
If you want, I will join more often. And if I'm not,
Well,
if I
just
cannot-
whenever you can, of course. We know obviously with work and things like that, it's a bit difficult. But yeah, you're free to join anytime, Vin. You know that.
Yeah, I have to attack the general now, so counter attack. Counter attack.
No, I'm only messing with you. I was just
Yeah,
messing
I know,
around
I
just to
know.
get you on the show.
It's the same. But I have to, the steward, MWMU Stu Das, the mod. He asked me as well to join again, so I hope you liked the steward.
Yeah.
Love you, Matt. And
We need to get Erwin back on at some point.
Yeah.
I
It's
hope
always fun when Erwin's around as
Stu
well.
Das, Stu Das, I hope you have good news tomorrow, mate. Hope everything is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Love you.
100%. 100%. Shout out to Pseudos. Obviously, hope you're getting better
Fingers crossed
slowly
for you,
but
mate.
surely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I will try to get Irwin as well, Jen.
Yeah, we'll drag him in one
Yeah,
of
it'd be
these
nice to
days.
get Erwin back on. It's been ages since I've had a chat with Erwin. Calls me
I'm
a
gonna-
general cunt.
I will visit him soon, and then I will slur him to the camera.
I was going to say, we're coming up on 100.
I'll disrespect Forza and he'll show up. Well, that's how I'm going to get Erwin back.
We're coming up on 100 episodes, so even if we can get the gang back together for 100 episodes in
that'd be
5
awesome,
shows'
yeah.
time,
That
that'll be
would
good.
Yeah.
Enough notice.
When is that 5 weeks then?
5 weeks, yeah.
Is it
I
this
noticed
Christmas?
that before, and the thing scrolling along, we're on 95, so yeah.
Yeah, the big
That-
one.
that's- I'll try to join then.
Yes, that would be the 14th of December. So
A Christmas show.
yes,
What a
actually,
Christmas
that's
show.
in that
Okay.
falls in the charity stream week as well, which is even better.
I might be
Oh.
off. I might be off that week as well.
Ooh, even better.
I have my week off then, because that's my daughter's birthday, so I can join if you want.
Nice,
I'm definitely
100%.
off because
Oh, that'd be awesome.
my daughter's birthday, so I took the whole week off then. So
Nice, yes, 100%. So 14th, we'll book that one in. That's the 100th episode,
yeah,
so that'll be awesome. We'll get the gang back together.
I will get Irwin as well. I
Yes,
will make sure he's here as well.
awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. But thank you to everybody who tuned in again tonight and everybody who catches up on demand. Hope you enjoyed the show again this evening. Have an awesome evening. Of course, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to all of these awesome guys and to this channel if you enjoyed the show. And of course, we
Goodbye,
will see
Tony.
you again next week. See you all again later. Goodbye.